Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is Sunday, it's the end of the working week, and it means that it's time for us to be jumping in to some good old Warframe. Hello, Beard, how are you doing today? Hello, St. Helios, going straight away with the AODJ, put on Ghost of the Void. Okay, sure, let's pause that. Let's grab our options, grab our audio. And I suppose it seems to have started midway through, so let's just head on back over to it. Where was it? Where was it? Ghost of the Void. Ghost of the Void. There we are. Some Ghost of the Void there for you, St. Helios, right off the bat. Yeah, I've kind of got that impression. Also, hello, Machu. How you doing today? Welcome to the channel. So, as the title of the stream may suggest, we're going to be going on to some Void Relic cracking today. That is the bigger part of the plan. However, we've got two things first of all to get through before we get onto that. First things first, as always, we'll be having the sortie make our way on through. And secondly, I've left something from last stream. On Wednesday's stream, we did a lot of testing. You've seen the video now, or at least if you haven't already, you should go see the video on the full and final results of how to deal with a level 5 Lich. I've left them alive. I've left them alive for today. We're going to enjoy this one's demise because that thing was an absolute pain in the ass to test with. So we're going to murder it. Together. Didn't kill her? Nope. She's had to sit and wait, ruminate, knowing her time is coming tonight. That's how it's going, Fat Nerd. That's how it's going. Day of Reckoning, absolutely. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to put a bullet right between her eyes. Intentional to level 5? Yep, for the testing. It wouldn't be so good if I did a video and said, hey, look, this is how you can kill a Lich that's level 2. That's not helpful to anyone. That's why it was level 5'd. Any quirks developed? I don't remember of. No quirks. No, nothing. You can see I intentionally just held off until we were up at the 5th time. Hello, Savvy. Say hello, Ken. Recently got Lavos. I love him because he can nuke kind of easy. He's one of the hardest frame to kill I have used. Oh yeah, he is a toughie, isn't he? He is a toughie. Hello, Natboy. Saw the latest video. Excellent, yep. That's what we put through our paces for on Wednesday, and we're going to have the last bit of it now, the murdering bit. Well, after the sortie, of course. And on that note, if you guys would like to join in on the sortie, let me just take us off Do Not Disturb. There we go. So if you'd like to join in for today's sortie, send a message over to the Kengineer. I'll bring you on into the squad, and we will go murdering through the sortie. And then it's Lich killing season. I'm doing well all around. Thank you very much for asking this, Lavi. I got my tea in hand. Absolutely ready for today's shenanigans. It's gonna be good. So yeah, send a message if you want to join on in. Hydrate? Okay, yeah, I'll take another sip of the tea. Yeah, that's fine. There we are, Slavy. There we are. Real question is, how do you melt steel path demolishers in Disruption? Well, it's something we could look at. That is absolutely something we can have a look at some point. Now, let's have a look at this sortie for first. We have got a interception with augmented enemy shields. We have got a rescue with radiation hazard, and then we've got an assassination of a basic corpus unit called the Sergeant. Because that's what I want is basically. Come on now. Come on. That's basically an exterminate mission of 1. Yeah. Can I send my levels look to you? If you want to send it over, go for it. So yeah, anyone else wants to join in for the sortie, just send a quick message over to the Kengineer and we'll take it from there. Now it looks like we'll be running on in-game music until someone decides otherwise. Let's have a look at this Lavos. Okay, alright. I'm seeing some primed Adidas right here. That's the impression I'm getting. If I've insulted you, I'm sorry, not the intention, but that's the feel I'm getting, Prime Adidas. Also, Natboy, thank you very much for your subscription with Prime. Welcome to the channel proper, and enjoy yourself that lovely blue badge to go with it. Thank you, my dude. Yeah, it's decent, look. You got the Prismalatron legs. I'd like to have a look at them, but the camera does this weird just kind of drifting around thing where you can't control it. I still think that is the stupidest thing for a game that sells cosmetics, to not have control of the look camera. There we go. It just kind of fits into it all. Fair enough. Just kind of slides under the guards there. Cool. I can use the music from YouTube just fine. It's Warframe soundtrack anyway. No, I don't run it off the YouTube because, you see, I don't have the adverts turned off on YouTube. I'm not one of those nasty, nasty people who decides to go and hide away all the adverts because a few seconds of pain. Unfortunately, that makes it a little bit problematic for streaming because I'm not going to constantly click on over to skip ad. I just have the in-game music. If we're going for in-game music, you get in-game music. That's how it works. If you want something else, well, we got some genres to pick from, but they are also not YouTube playlists or Spotify playlists or any other playlist of stuff where I cannot 100% say it is copyright safe. Oh yeah. Alright, let's get diving into the sortie then. Augmented enemy shields, we're going to be murdering them with Toxin, nice and easy. What weapons am I bringing? Fulmin Magnus? Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine, I can't complain about that. And Nikana for some reason. Still can't complain. Can you join? Of course you can join. Well, you might not be able to join now, Slavy. I told you moments ago. Send a message to me in game and say you want to join. You've sent me a message and you specifically didn't include the can I join bit. And yeah, no, we got the full squad before I realised you had your message. I know I can invite you. You have to say that you want to be invited. I'm not just going to send invites to people who are saying other things. Like, you got to mention it when I say, hey, let me know you want to be invited. A bit late when I hit start mission. It's this map. Interception on this map. Why? Yeah, if you want to do the first mission on your ones there, Savvy, or just in a random public group, and then you'll be able to join up for the second mission and third mission with us. So, off you top, get going. This tile set, it's pretty. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty. It feels like it would make a good Halo map. But for Warframe, certainly on things like defense. Oh hello, we've got a load of people here. Toxin! Yeah, for Warframe defense and interception, it's just interception's not as bad. Defense, oh my god. It's just pain in a bucket. Pain in a bucket. Again, I've got Harrow systems. Nice! You're one step closer to having yourself a full Harrow. How about dropping Coup for Survival as well now? I mean, yeah. If you want to do Coup for Survival for the stuff, that is another way of doing it. I personally prefer the spy missions, so there's that. The defection is still a bit, yeah, but I get tired of Coup for Survivals, I do. And just survival in general, I get tired of that. If I want to completely switch off, sure, but it just gets a bit tiring. Oh, we're just jumping around, smacking people on the head for half an hour. Suffered defection to get Harrow systems? Mate, I suffered it twice. To get Harrow and then to put Harrow into the helmet system. Because there's no Harrow Prime, of course. I've done it at least twice. In fact, I've done it more than twice because I've helped clanmates get there as well. But I've done it multiple times over. Original Harrow hasn't been crafted yet? Oh, wow. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. If you got the plat for it, you just don't want to do the other stuff, that's why there's a plat option. You know? Literally why there's a plat option. Let's black out some more Toxin, shall we? The ability to just throw out a whole ring of high-powered Toxin around you, it just works. I know there's other frames you can use for a similar effect, but it just works. You know, all those shield bars, and I just kind of go, nah. Just nah. Infection is a jumble of a mess. I mean, it bugs out from time to time. It's not the worst in terms of bugging out. Occasionally you'll get a defector get stuck on one or two bits of the tile. That's about it, really. I've not had the worst experience in it, mechanically speaking. In terms of interest, like, engagement, yeah. Hello, friendly Calic, how you doing? In any game, escort missions always just kind of, you know, suck. Affection isn't any different in that respect. There we go. Round 1 of 2 complete. Just take out these few additional enemies that we are, for some reason, required to take out. I'm sure there are a lot of these. Extra enemies just kind of littered all over the place. Spawn over here. Ah, there isn't.
Another satisfied customer.
You get the preface of a soldier defecting their commanding officer order. I mean, it's more than just their commanding officer. The Cavor defectors, they are one of the, well, not one of, they are the few Grineer that can actually resist the influence of the Grineer Queens. Because if you listen to, for example, I believe it's the Steel Meridian crew pilots, they will talk about how they still feel the Queen's calling to them, trying to command them. They feel it always there. They're just able to resist it. So, not just them defecting from the commanding officer, they are defecting from the entire principle of the Grineer. That's how they keep all those clones in order. They're practically subservient to not quite a hive mind. They're not infested in that regard, but they're certainly bred for extreme obedience. Which is kind of horrifying to think about. But I guess, you know, any kind of group with more scruples will probably just not survive, because they'll fall apart and run in fear. The origin system is no place for large groups of scruples. As soon as you show any kind of threat to someone else, someone with less morals will just come along and smack you down. You got the Hurricane, you got the Corpus, you got the Grineer, you got the Infested, you got the Sentients, you got the Tenno. There's about half a moral between them all. Don't forget there's plenty of clones as well which don't have the defector gene, they just have other genes that didn't really go so well, and they just kind of melt them down into food. Well, this one sucks. Better use the biomass for something else. Hello Dynamite, we're doing well today. Cracking through the sortie and then we'll be on to Relics after a brief detour. Wish we knew what it was like under the Grineer from the civilian's perspective. Well, it ain't pretty. Let's put it that way. It ain't pretty. You mess with trying to get the Twirling Spire? Ah, fair do, fair do. Yeah, for a lot of stances, unless they're a common drop, it's either better trading for it or better trying to transmute, I've found. What is the drop rate on Twirling Spire anyway? Let me look this up real quick, I'm curious. Twirling Spire. Oh, am I being shot at? I'm being shot at. Let me just fix that real quickly. There we are, where was I? Oh yes, I was googling Twirling Spire. Twirling Spire, drop rate from bounties. If it's available, it's a few percent. Yikes. Oh, hello. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get off of there. That is not for Corpus usage. Yellow Cetus bounty drop. Yellow being the rare then, gold, yeah. So have fun with that, basically. Oh, that's a burster, that's why it's still here. Alright, I'll just leave it there. We're nearly done on the mission. Switch to ambient? Yeah, we can do that after the mission's wrapped up. and black on cooldown. There we go. That'll take out a good portion of them. Get the ones down here. Speed up here to drop yet more toxin. Toxin is just the way to go. For these kinds of swords, anyway. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good on this mission. Going Spire drops off in the bounties. I mean, I wouldn't call it off at a few percent, but once you've done a few bounties, yeah. Because, let's see, it's, rotation, see. So if you do the level 40 to 60 Cetus bounty, there is a 5.4% chance on stage 4 and an 8.16% chance on stage 5, the final stage, which you get a double drop chance at if you get all bonus objectives during that bounty. There is also an enemy that can drop it, the Recon Commander, but I don't think they're very frequent enemies. So yeah, there's bits and pieces behind it, but not like a lot. Not a lot. Just put me stuff back in place because I grabbed various interbulbs and stuff. Oh, no, random wants to move. Let's not have that. Aslavi, are you out of that mission? Are you ready to be joining in? I hope you are, because there's your invite. We'll be switching now off of the in-game music, because it has been requested by Slavy as well to switch over to some ambient. So we'll do that instead. Just grab that ambient now. The ambient feeling like a playlist you probably put on whilst you are playing Minecraft or something. Do it. Boom, there we are. You wanted a chance for glaive stances to drop? Well, best place to check is the official drop tables. Most of everything is recorded there. Most. Like, a good 80% of stuff is recorded there, I'd say. Ivara Prime for this one. Oh dear, what's the mission? Rescue, radiation. Okay. Alright, Ivara Prime guy. Ivara Prime can handle that. We'll do that for you, Lamona. Let's grab Ivara Prime. I've already got 2 silenced weapons. This one's silenced because I've gone and put Hush on it, well, suppress, the pistol one. So that works for me. Silent, and obviously melee is silent, so it's a full silent setup. Let's do it. Hello, the only thing. Boy, how are you doing today? Alright, mission 2 of the sortie. One quick rescue. Let's go do this.
Bathe you in its beautiful energy. Only prosperity can follow.
Yeah, Wiki is a good place to check, and don't forget the actual official drop tables. Like if you bring up the link for that, or if you just find where it is. Probably Google it. Love the Lich vid? Glad you did, dude. Took a bit of going to get the bits and pieces together for that and make sure everything was triple checked. Yeah. There's still some people in the comments on that video like, I thought it worked with Nyx. I thought I could use Nyx for the armor strip. I'm like, yeah, you know how I said I tested it and it didn't work? Did someone get rad procced? You kindly not get rad procced when you hit me? Thank you. Anyway. Yeah, there's just a bunch of them like, Nyx this, Nyx that. I'm like, no, I tested it. We tested it here on stream, actually. Like, it doesn't work.
The enemy is on high alert.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. Hello, Evie. How are you doing today? Nope. Radiation procs are everywhere and are being brutal to me. Who are we waiting on? Ivy's getting here. It's fine. How's Sisters testing going? Finished all the research? The Sisters testing. So, I've not actually got rid of the Lich yet, Evie. We haven't jumped onto the Sisters testing at this point. Quite frankly, so long as the armor strips actually work on them, they are functionally going to be much the same, aside from just, oh hey, and you can also armor strip them, so that's a thing. That's pretty much the difference there. Hello, Nazarka. How's it going? Yeah, invisibly sliding down. That's the way to go. Bring magnetic to destroy the shields. I mean, yeah, you can do that.
Almost out of time. 3.
No requirement, but you absolutely can. Aren't sisters just like liches? Pretty much, except you should be able to armor strip them. Like I say, I've not tested it because I still have the lich there. But you should still be able to armor strip them. You could the last time I checked. It's a pretty big deal.
I'm in your debt tunnel. Let's go home.
Yeah, the Magnus Prime is pretty damn spicy, isn't it? Pretty damn spicy. Look at all these corpus just lining up. Ah, so nice of them.
I can fight you. Give me a weapon.
Vara can run on dash Y but can't run normally. That's correct, yeah. Well, she can't run whilst close normally, yeah. That was a little bit clutch, not gonna lie. I didn't intend to make such a bad jump, so got the dash wire off. There we are. Did pretty much the entire mission invisible. It is the Avara way. Do I know which options are good for new core and chrome ribbon? I mean, it depends on what you're looking to do with it. If you're using the Kuva Nuka and the Kuva Cone, obviously you've got some pretty good stats to work with there. With the galvanized mods, so galvanized multi-shot and galvanized damage you've already got available, that kind of kicks out going for damage and multi-shot on those, especially as the disposition is a bit low. Where Riven can come in really handy is giving you viral in a single mod. So if you can get Toxin Cold in a single mod, that'll free up mod space in the rest of your weapon to work on what else you need to do. Especially as you don't need lots of viral procs, so you only need a small amount of viral on the weapon to get the work done. Aside from that, multi-shot is still a good thing to go for. You can go for faction damage because putting that onto a mod saves you having to put in a primed one on its own. Those kinds of bits will work out for you. Critical damage is usually a good one, as again, there's not a lot of sources of critical damage you can pick up, whereas crit chance is all over the place. Stats that work towards your build will be a good thing there. So if I give an example, this is Magnus, but it gives you the same kind of thinking forwards. On this one, for example, you can see I've got the damage, I've got multi-shot. I'm not using the galvanized mods because this was against a lich, but if I was using it normally, I would go for the galvanized multi-shot. You can see from the stats and what I've discussed about the galvanized mods that this one's not great for the galvanized damage mod, galvanized shot. So in this case, I would normally stick with the Hornet Strike, but because I'm trying to put all this together, I've got Pathogen Rounds and Jolt giving me the corrosive. You can have that on a Riven. That leaves an extra slot for, well, basically anything else. That's how you can kind of look to working towards getting the most out of a Riven, is how can you condense down the mods, or otherwise, how can you achieve something that just can't be done with the mods you have limited, like small crit damage. Yeah, Vara's invisibility is very pretty to look at, isn't it? Alright, on to the final one, which is a assassination against the Sergeant, so I'm going to bring Wukong, because this is going to be over quick. Think you got it? That's all you need then. Go for it. The only other thing I'd say to consider is that when it comes to
Another satisfied customer.
The
the Kuvanuka, especially, the Riven disposition on that, if I recall correctly, is honestly not that great. So don't expect to have some amazing stats to replace mods with. That's why it's more about combining mods, whereas on lower disposition weapons, that's where you can get the crazy stats. It's like the stats I've got on the Riven I've got for my Comac. Oh, that is a spicy one. I'm just going to keep the status to push over. Yeah, until they make him not just yet another Corpus unit, he's going to keep dying like yet another Corpus unit. It's just pretty sad for him. And hilarious for us. Which element's best for the Nuka Toxin? I'd say magnetic. I'd honestly say magnetic. Because then you can stack additional elements all together to get the most benefit out of the status overload mod. Well, that was quick. Off we go. Not really much else to that fight, is there? Oh, I'm glad Beard got the prediction going, because I completely forgot that existed. Yeah, we got a few people on prediction. What do you think we're going to get? Mission is going to end in a few seconds' time, and so is the prediction. Better jump onto it quick, guys. What do you think we're going to get? Is it going to be a NASA Sculpture Endo, or is it going to be anything else? You've got a few seconds to hit the channel point, the spanner at the bottom of your chat window. Because the Sergeant dies that quickly, we cannot run a long prediction on this one. Do anything on? Ah, it's a random, innit? A random wisp, and they are taking forever. Here we go.
They won't be bothered.
Okie dokie, and the reward is a Melee River mod. Ooh, that's a bit of a shiny pickup. So to those of you who guessed we'd get anything other than the Endo items, you are absolutely correct this time. There you go, enjoy your channel points. You're absolutely right. Making Sergeant drop Mag is such disrespect. Well, if you think about it, Mag is a starter frame. At least for approximately 1/3 of people. So to have a starter frame available on a really easy fight kind of makes sense. You got Volt down in the dojo, you just buy Volt. And then you got Excalibur on another easy fight somewhere. I forget where because I don't care about him. But he's somewhere early in the star chart. I would expect, honestly, things like Wukong and probably Zephyr to take the places of those two starter frames and put all of the starters in the dojo. That would make more sense to me, but they are where they are. Or in other words, I'm saying it is what it is. Alright then. Before we get diving onto the relics, which will be taking up the... words. I kept trying to say majority and my mouth started going pr. Like, do you ever get that? You're trying to say a word and just another one is like, no, I want to be here. Like, ah, dear. That really messes up my recordings as well sometimes, videos. It's just, nope, can't use that section. I just said absolutely nothing. Let's try this again. Alright, it is time for us to go murder this lich and then we'll get onto the relics, which will take up the majority of the day. And would you look at that, it is there ready and waiting for us. Beard wants no part of this. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. Be right back. Oh, there's no be right back on this one. We're going to go take this lassie out. She has been a menace. And you know what? I could bring... Well, I could bring anyone I wanted, but it seems that instead we're going to be bringing Nezha. Fallen Snow effects. You're a little bit on the slow side there. Somebody just beat you out with their own pick of Nezha. So we'll save the random loadout for the next mission after this one. But Nezha it is. Nezha to go deal with the Lich. Now, Nezha does not have any invisibility on him. In fact, this is just a pure tank build, pretty much. But it's fine. We got Magnus Prime. That's all we need. That is all we need. So, let's go do this. Let's go put the hurt on little Miss Angry over here. So we're ringing Lavos and Cedo. Fair do. That'll get work done as well. Those of you unfamiliar as well, you can use Lavos to apply cold procs everywhere, and when Lavos applies cold procs with his abilities, he applies 3 at a time, not just 1. So that can help slow down enemies very quickly, and that does affect a Kubelich because you can get 4 cold procs onto them. Just make sure to get damage lot during the activation of Nezha's Halo. I mean, I don't have to.
I suppose there
It's
is
useful.
for everything.
It helps buff you up, but it's not necessary.
So be it.
Alright. Let's get on this.
Another
Now,
satisfied
this is actually
customer.
really easy starting point. I've done this a billion times now. Because we just kind of position the ship very simply like that, just in the middle of it all. My crew gunners just start taking out all the fighters, and then I just kind of go, ding. Wait for the next one. Anywhere? Want to spawn it? There it is. Dong! There we go. One more
Another
and we'll be
satisfied
happy to go on. I wonder if Wukong's any good to fight a Lich with. I mean, Wukong should be decent. If nothing else, Wukong will give you a distraction, which is very valuable if you are soloing a Lich. But at the same time, he doesn't really meet any of the criteria I put in the recent video about it all. Also, I noticed, hang on, wait, when did we lose Slavi? Oh. Alright, well that happens. We're ready to solo this. I need to drive through some materials before I can use the forge. I keep forgetting that bit. Slightly over-optimizing. To the point of under-optimizing. There we go. The crew pilot is just left sitting in the corner. I don't have a crew pilot, actually. I don't set him up that way. For some reason, I've still got my Lich here. I used that for testing purposes the other day. I normally have 2 gunners and an engineer as my default loadout. Because I don't need the crew to pilot for me. If I need a pilot on demand, I can get a pilot on demand. Did I really not pick up any titanium in that? That's very unusual. That is very, very unusual. Okay. Let's just go slam into this. There we are. That should give us some titanium. There we go. 768. I needed 10. I got nearly 1,000. Yeah, that'll do the trick. That'll do the trick. Alright. Off we go. Two-gunner engineer seems like the best default. Yeah, pretty much. The engineer will also act as a defender, so long as there's nothing to fix. So it just works. Asteroids can be shot to get resources, so it's popping all of the smaller ones around me. I was using Shatterburst. All of the resource ones close to the big rock there were popped by the Shatterburst, and then it just scoops up all of that titanium. So yeah, if you need titanium in a pinch, just fly into a rock, press your Shatterburst, which is your 2 if you got it equipped, and boom, you got resources. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. No issue, no complaints, just done. Gloom and Mesmer skins go to abilities for Lich hunting. I mean, yeah, that'll work absolutely fine. I mean, I did put that Gloom will be a good survival strategy for Banshee. Let's get this shield on now. Oh, here we go, here we go. Lich fight, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm coming to kill you. I'ma kill you. You think that bubble's gonna stop me?
No. Don't make me forgive you.
Couple more shots, she'll be out of here. Get out of the way. There it is. Get out of the way, get out of the way. And you, don't want you. Piss off. Go away, piss off. Bugger off. You're dead as well. Man, how many of these did she spawn? We clear now? We good? Alright, thank you. You! Yeah, excuse me. Having a moment here. You little madam. Been in a right pain this last week. We're putting you down. We are putting you down. You do not get to live any longer, you ugly little thing. This is satisfying. I didn't get the whole put down of your powers on for some reason, but whatever. Vanquish. Goodbye. Lady Laddie. Hello, by the way. Saying, I usually just engineer defender and let Seeker Volley do the work of killing. I mean, yeah, if you want to get the intrinsics, that is definitely the better way to do it. And Seeker Volley is very powerful. Having the 2 gunners, I find, helps not just with fighters, but also with the occasional boarding pods. Ram sleds, I think they're called. And so I can just not worry about those at all, most of the time. And I only need 1 engineer defending anyway. But yeah, normally I would be using Lavos. Just didn't need to in this instance. Tenet Sister can swear. Oh yeah, they can, yeah. They can get a little bit... Well, they understandably freak out about death, you know? By the way, I could put up the shield in front of a lot of people to take advantage of the multiplier. The shield. The shield? Not sure what shield you mean on that one. Anyway, that is my Lich dead. Absolute pain in the ass, especially on the previous Warframe stream, but they are gone now. They are gone. Let's get out of here. Does Hildren parting the Railjack act like Lavos? No. Hildren uses shields, like their energy, with a greater expense. It's kind of weird on Hildren. I'm not sure if they fixed the regen on the cost. What am I doing? Ah, you get in. There we go. I could have teleported back, but whatever. But yeah, aside from that, Hildren just uses her shields for energy like she does with all the rest of her abilities. I really don't need to walk to extraction. I know I don't. I know. I've been pushed into believing that's the way through things after all of the sister fights I've done. Because I've done a fair few of them. And there you have to. But obviously the Greer ones are different. But it's built into bed now. It's just muscle memory. Oh, I have to walk out of here now. Alright, that is one very, very dead lich. Let's go to a dry dock, up to the orbiter, and get on with some normal relic fishers. That was just cooldown, final bitter. Yeah. Oh yeah, Lavos is my go-to for Railjack. I would have been using a cloaky frame for this, just to make it even easier against the lich, but didn't really need to. Look at all this stuff we've recovered. Sweet naffle, because liches are actually pretty bad at stealing things these days. I mean, 14 cryotic. What was she going to do with 14 cryotic? And a boar blueprint. And a 10,000 credit cash. Yeah, that was necessary. Good riddance, lichticle. And that gives me one new Kuva weapon as well, because I haven't really farmed the liches all that much. Sister killers usually Lavos or Nyx? Yeah, Nyx is a very good one. And Lavos just doesn't die, does he? How does Seeker Volley work? So Seeker Volley will produce a large number of high damage missiles, which shoot forwards for a bit in a spiral pattern, and then start locking onto nearby fighters or cruise ships, and they just slam into everything. They just slam into everything. Easy peasy. I was saying I didn't use navigation to get back to dojo. I pressed escape and picked the option. Lost a lot of progress. It depends on when you do it during the mission thing else. If you've got the mission complete screen and then you go to escape and back to dojo, the mission reward screen will look a bit weird, like you've missed a load of progress, but you've actually kept your progress. You really do. So long as it doesn't warn you about you will not be keeping rewards, then you're fine. You just go back. Oh yeah, just throwing out statuses is real nice on Lavos. I mean, the fact that you can throw out everything except for the physical, it's beautiful. And also Lavos is beautiful. I mean, just look at that look. This is a look of a man who means business. This is a Warframe. Supposed to say, you know, yeah, really. Lavos is good in that regard. Just with regards to the weaknesses, though, if I just bring up one we just had there, real quickly. One I just put down. Was it this one? I think it was. You didn't lose the progress? No, as long as you actually finished it, you're fine. And yeah, Lavos is my favourite frame. Do you see on this lich here, it's got a weakness to... that's gas, isn't it? Yeah, weakness to gas and slash. So here's the issue with the weaknesses on liches. These weaknesses, they apply a 25% additive damage type bonus to their shields, armor, and health, okay? Now, if you are looking at, for example, Slash already has a negative against ferrite armor, the armor they use. So that Slash bonus is actually only kind of working to match the negative you're already fighting with. Whereas Corrosive has a built-in 75% against their armor. And as I mentioned in the damage calculation video, that 75% means a lot more than 75% when it's against armor. That's huge!
Yippee-ki-yay!
So these two bits here, they aren't actually all that great. I love you too, Albert. Love you too. Thank you very much for resubscribing. You're now up to 9 months. My god. You got a whole subscription baby going there. Thank you for the resub. Kind of odd to see you here on a Sunday. I thought you were here usually on the Friday streams, so I'll take it. Welcome, my dude. But yeah, if you see these weaknesses, don't worry about the weaknesses on any lich. Just don't give a toss about it. Only care about these, as I mentioned in the video, if you've got a corrosive immunity or a corrosive resistance, And if it's corrosive resistance, there's a few damage types you still ignore. Radiation, blast, and slash, I think. Because they still just don't end up being worth it. So yeah, just take corrosive unless they're immune to corrosive. You'll do just fine. It just works. Plus corrosive strips a little bit of the armor as well. If the strip is even working. The corrosive procs are there. We don't know if it's stripping the armor because there's no way to check. Yeah. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Need more floofs? I mean, I've got a few floofs, you know, I've got more than a few. I've got quite a few here. And if you really need some more floofs, I mean, I've got another row of them here. Kind of cracking on with the floofs over there. And if you need even more still, I've got this entire load of them, just kind of observing the flower wall. They used to watch the Warframes die, but they're gone now. Yeah. This Parvus can have immunities? Yeah, same with the Liches. Absolutely. If there is an immunity there, then it's a problem. Watch out for your immunities, but aside from that, just an easy win. I don't actually know off the top of my head, though, if the Sisters of Parvus use ferrite or alloy armor. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because you just use the armor strip that works. But yeah. The armor disappears too quickly to see the corrosive effects. I mean, you just shoot it. Alright, because it's yellow? No, all armor appears yellow. It's not the type that makes it yellow. The yellow health bar says armor. That just means armor. So you've got 10-0 armor, which has no weaknesses. That's yellow. You've got the armor of, say, the Kuva Lich, which is ferrite, and that's yellow. You've got the armor of, say, various high-tier corpus units. That's alloy, and that's yellow. You've got the armor of the Sentients, which is... I think that's actually ferrite again, so that's yellow. You got the armor of Infested Sinew, which you'll find on Deimos, specifically the Cambrian Drift. That's yellow. All of it appears a yellow health bar. It just means there is at least 1 point of armor there. That's all it is. Don't forget about the floof file in the Temple of Clem. Well, yeah, we have that beard, but that's not exactly mine, is it? I've got these floofs. The Temple of Clem, that's a we've got these floofs. But yeah. You can change the color of armor within the UI color customization. Hold on. What? Now, Sangelios, you better not be talking just armor rather than armor types here, because otherwise that means nothing, okay? Where is it? Where is it? Customize colors. Armor, yeah, armor is just yellow. Do you mean just this bit that says armor? Just armor, and not distinguishing between the types? Is it armor or armor? So it's armor if you are talking about Warframe, because Warframe armor is itself its own title. So ferrite armor is a specific thing. Whereas if you're just referring to armor generally, then it'll be with a U if you're in the UK, or anywhere else that spells things correctly. There are many that use simplified English, where you take out the U in a lot of words, but in traditional English, you know, English for England, you use the U in the word. Well, I did specify ferrite or alloy, Elias. I did specify it. So, being able to change the colour of it doesn't really matter. Like, we were talking about the types of armour. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. We've murdered the Lich, and now it's time for us to get on to the rest of the day, which is some good old relic farming. Because I'd like to get a few more ducats, and a few more sets, and yeah, just basically loads of shinies. That's what I'm looking for. So, if you would like to join in for a bit of relic farming, we probably might do the crossfire mission. Looks about the best one on here, doesn't it? But send a message to the engineer. I'll bring you on into the game. Bring you into the squad, and we will go get ourselves some shiny pieces. He's having a moment, Funkbeats. He's having a moment, just kind of reminding everyone how the English spell things. I'm just going to quickly load up Warframe info as well, because I didn't make a video on it for nothing. It is still a very helpful application to use. There we are. So I got that up and initialized. I'm just going to go take a peek at that mission. It is the Crossfire Altor on Mars. Altor. This one. Crossfire Exterminate. Good, yeah. Because there's some crossfires which aren't Exterminate. And it's like, no, I don't want to do those. But it's Crossfire Exterminate. So, yeah. Let's grab ourselves a fully randomized loadout. As requested earlier by Fallen Snow. This could end up being absolutely anything for this one. Let's see. It's gonna be... Boom! Octavia, Stradivar, Viper Rave, Prismascana, with the Singers as my archering weapon. That is not ideal, to be quite honest with you. That is not an ideal setup. Good in saying, hey, there was a guy trying to buy 6 relics for 20 plat. The relics contained Ash, Vault, Ember, and Frost. Is that really a bad deal for me? Kinda. It depends on if you actually intend to open those relics yourselves and what the value comes out to them. What relic was it you were looking at there? Because I've got Warframe info open. You know, Warframe info has the relic information and can give you the estimated value of opening it. That's part of what it's valuable for. So let me see. If I go, you're looking at, say, where was it again? A list of them included Ash. So if I search for Ash, I'm going to search for the Ash Prime Relics. The Ash Prime Relics that I'm looking at right now, the Lith ones, S3, V7, V8, they are worth intact an average of 11, 19, and 14 plat apiece. So selling them for 6, you're getting less than half the value. But you don't have to open them, which is not really that much of an issue, is it? For the Mesos, you've got 11, 5.5 for the N2, 9.5, 11.5, 6.1 for the V4. So the N2 and V4, you'd profit, effectively. Or at least you'd meet the average without having to go through the effort of opening and then selling the item. All of the Neos are over 6 plat, and the Axes are also all over 6 plat. So this is where Warframe Market, one of its built-in features, instantly helps you on identifying, are you looking at the right thing? Just grab your relic that you're thinking of selling, put it into the Warframe info, or search for it there, and you'll see the value of it both intact and radiant, and in the process also see how much you're gaining by improving its radiant in terms of plat average value. Use the tools which are out there, guys. Use the tools. Although trying to buy them for just over 3 plat, not 6. Sorry. Yeah, I saw buy 6 relics for 20 plat, and my brain said, oh yeah, 6 plat. No, you're right. Just over 3 plat. That's even worse. God, that's horrible. Yeah, they're basically hoping that someone's going to log in and be like, oh, I've not played this game in a while. Someone's buying relics. Psh, I have a bunch of them. Yeah, give me some plat. Hooray, I made 60 plat. What, that guy made 200? Oh. Oh, well, okay. Yeah. You do have to watch out for these things, but just a bit of research will do you fine. Invite for relics? Yeah, absolutely, Dogs Conkers. Also, curious username, Dogs Conkers.
Another satisfied customer.
I'm not sure I want to ask how you've come up with that one. But yeah, if you just open up those relics, you'll get yourself plenty of platinum because vaulted prime parts, they are in high demand in the majority of cases. So they're a good thing to go for. Let's have a look at these weapons we got. What we got? No, I would not like to purchase the mod config slot game. Okay, that was weird. But it has no mods on, so let's put some mods on, shall we? There we go, there we go. We're off to a great start, aren't we, with this 30 capacity. Let's just put on some Hellfire, you know, I'll do what, oh, okay, we've run out of capacity. Cool! Second, I was saying the people who buy Prime Junks are truly scammers. They're buying 145 ducats worth around 5 to 10 plat. I mean, it depends on who you're looking to trade with. Some of them are actually giving you reasonable rates. For junk items, 10 platinum for 100 ducats is actually a decent rate. Seriously, it's a decent rate. Yeah, you can get more platinum by spending those ducats on stuff from Barrow and then holding on to them and eventually selling them for something. But overall, 10 plat per 100 ducats is actually a reasonable rate. At least on PC. Have a look at the mods on the Viper Rave. Oh, come on. Why have I got no mods on any of these ones? What's going on here today? just put a little bit of you on and not a lot else. This is actually one of the only times I might ever use Augur Pact because I can't fit the Hornet Strike in with this setup. So yeah, I'll use that for the damage buff. Oh dear, God. Prismascana, please have some mods. I should have been more specific. Well, whatever. Let's go do this. Let's go crack open a relic with the absolute monstrosity of a loadout this is. Good God. 100 ducats parts are worth a lot of plat on their own because they're a rare drop. If they're not junk ones, yes. Junk ones are the ones which come up frequently enough that so many people are farming them when you don't actually need them. Say if there's an uncommon drop which people are farming instead. You want to join? Sorry, we've got a full squad, Slavy. Those rare parts can end up down to as low as, or even lower than, 10 plat on Warframe Market. And at that point, it's worth trading in bulk instead. It just is. That's just kind of how it go. At the end of the day, don't expect to get a huge amount of platinum from every single thing you get from a relic. A lot of the stuff there is trash. If you get a 15 ducat item, most people are going to have that item. The few people who don't have it, they're not going to be paying you loads of
Another
plat for it.
satisfied customer.
And they won't be buying very frequently because, again, most people have it. Sometimes selling to a bulk trader, if you don't want to do the bulk trading yourself, is worth it because you get quick plat. They get plat in like another 2 months when they sell the Barracuteer item. If you want simple, easy trades, that works for people who need plat quick.
Satisfied customer.
Hello, Tengrex, how are you doing today? Someone has decided to give me a fully random loadout, and so I've got a Stradivar Octavia. Not even Stradivar Prime, just normal Stradivar. It's like, ugh. Yeah, using 100 ducats for yourself can be more economical if you need the stuff from Barrow. If Barrow brings stuff you don't need, and you need platinum, you can either buy your stuff from Barrow and hope you can sell it to someone who does need it, or you can sell the prime parts in bulk to people who are looking to do that instead, and sometimes that is a better choice for people. Surprise, surprise, different people have different economic circumstances. Sometimes it is worth taking a trade which is actually mutually beneficial. There is no one cut and dry answer for when you should sell ducats. Now, if the choice is between someone selling a few quick things for a bit of quick plat, or selling their Warframe because they need a Warframe space, it's like, no, do not sell your Warframe. Just dump a few prime parts. It's not going to kill you. Hello. Really, it's not going to kill you. Now, 15 ducat items, you're not going to get a lot for them, of course. The full trade is going to be worth like 9 platinum. But sometimes that's what people have lying around. A bunch of trades worth 9 platinum, and then there you go, you got some money.
Another satisfied customer.
They're going to say, all good, just watching stream. Hopefully I'm going to learn something new on Warframe. 3 weeks into Warframe as of today. Well, welcome to the stream. Very sorry, you're probably going to get spoiled on stuff here. Because if you're that new, you're probably not gone through half the quest line. And that means I'm going to give you spoilers at some point. Sorry. It's going to happen. Try not to pay attention to the stuff you don't understand that much, I guess, maybe. So this, for example, this is a perfect example of trash. Everyone's got these parts. Unless you're new to the game, everyone's got these parts. They're all worth about 3 platinum. I'm taking this one because it's vaulted, but it's still worth only about 3 platinum. And that's despite it being 45 ducats. To sell it on Warframe Market, it's around about 3 plat, and that's worth just chucking over to a bulk trader if you don't want to go through the whole Barrow business yourself. I've already completed the storyline, Star Chart, currently hunting down liches. Oh, fair enough then, you won't get spoiled by anything too much, that's good. Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Evie. Buying prime mods from Barrow to sell later, it's an investment, but it's an investment over a couple of months. If you're like Tengrex here, you're 3 weeks into the game, the advice of buy from Barrow, sell later is absolutely useless. It really is, because it all depends on the person. Entirely. You know what? Octavia's pretty. I'm just going to keep using standard Octavia for a bit. Let's keep going. I just want some loot. I've been chatting loads of shit, and we've done 1 relic so far. I want more loot. I mean, we did also do a sortie and kill a lich, but, you know, Who's counting? I've got some Radiant Relics. We've got a decent mission here for farming, so let's go just get some money. 3 weeks you're still pulling arrows out of your knee? I think for me, at 3 weeks, I had gone, I don't really understand this game. I'm going back to RuneScape. Yeah, I was playing RuneScape at the time.
Eliminate all corpus threats.
So I have a bunch of Prime mods too lazy to sell. I mean, yeah, that's part of the thing, is that if you try to sell Prime mods long term, you have to actually sell them. Which means going through the process of getting them sold, being available for buyers at the right time. For bulk primes, there's always someone buying bulk prime parts. Always. At least on PC, so you just find someone who's doing it at a decent rate, or say you're looking to sell to someone at a decent rate, and bam, there you are, done. Maximum effort.
That's it. We've opened the relic.
Like I was saying, non-patiently waited for new war stuff. We'll be seeing it. I don't know exactly when, but we will be seeing it. I'm quite happy for it to not be rushed. But at the same time, yes, I would also like to see it. I'm just going to shoot. Somewhere down this way is going to be an enemy somewhere. Are you multitasking World of Warcraft and Warframe at the same time? Yikes.
On the run. Another successful mission.
I can only ever have one MMO on the go at the time. It's like I've done a few of them. Done RuneScape for a very long time, EVE Online for a pretty long time, Warframe now for a pretty long time. I've done smaller ones, which people have probably never heard of, actually, because I'm in phase of trying out smaller MMOs. Hell, I can't remember most of their names now. This is a double load of trash. What is this? Come on. Come on. Give us some good stuff here. What a Warframe. God, can you imagine such a crossover? Honestly, I think that would actually be one of the worst possible gaming crossovers. That would just... In terms of two games in the same genre, that would be pretty bad. Hopefully it's not released mid-December or mid-end December. Who's to say, really? Who's to say? World of Warframe Trinity would become useful, one of the few healers. I mean, theoretically, yes. The downside of that is that it would require more instances where you have to rely on other people. And, you know, I'm quite happy with the number of missions where we don't have to rely on everyone being competent. Like, you guys here, all of you in the chat, you're going to be good at this game. Because you listen to me, and therefore you're going to be good. It's just how it works, right? You come here and you just get learned. But most people out there, sometimes you wonder if they, you know, if they're using two hands to play the game. It would be interesting. Be interesting. Not in a good way. I like not having to rely on someone to keep my health up. Fun fact, the other day I actually found out how long it had been since I'd last logged into another MMO, which was itself RuneScape. And it had been 885 days. 885 days since I logged into a different MMO. That I found out last week. There's only one way to find it out, and that was to actually log in, because it tells you on the login screen once you're in. It's like, ah, well, there goes that streak, but at least I got the question answered. How many days on Warframe? Well, probably about the same amount.
Corpus threats.
Yeah, pretty much close to, if not exactly the same amount. I mean, there's been days off from Warframe, but that's when I switched over. There was a little bit before whilst I was still playing RuneScape, but that was about it. Everything's just dying for me. This is great. I have 800 days login. I don't think I'm quite at 800 days login, though. No. As I say, there's been days where I've not played Warframe. I mean, I didn't immediately start playing Warframe and go, you know what? I want to be a full-time content creator for this shit. I'm going to touch it every single day. It didn't start that way.
The relic has been
I started very, very casually, trying to understand what the game was actually about and how a mod works. Yeah, I got into like MR3 when I originally quit because I was like, I don't understand this. And that was a couple years before I actually tried again. It's been a while. It's been a while. Also, I'm not ashamed to admit, I have been playing some RuneScape again after I burnt out on it. I burnt out because I went and got myself the bloody max cape. For those of you who don't know, that means getting level 99 or higher in every single skill in that goddamn game. And that includes some real shite ones to train. That burned me out. That did. Going for that. Burned me out for 885 days, apparently. And now I'm on the grind again because they brought out a new skill some time back and I finally decided, oh fine, let's get to it. Tree cutting, that was one of them. Yep, wood cutting was one of my last 99s on RuneScape. Fishing, I think, was the penultimate one. Herblore was the last one. I remember that was the last one because I had a bajillion potions to sell after the fact. Like, get out of here. In fact, I logged into the game last week and it said, oh hey, by the way, yeah, these potions you were selling, they weren't selling at the time, but things have changed and now they sold for twice what you listed them for. So here's 130 million GP. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. 130 mil, I'll take it. Yeah. Hey, any possibility of joining? Yes, there is, in fact. We just lost Arc Technical, so I'm going to guess they are done. Slammy also wants to join in, so Beard, I'm going to have to say goodbye to you on that one there, as we need the slots open for Slavy and Brofist. Thank you very much for joining us, Beard and Arc Technical. Arc Technical. Tensiel. You can see why sometimes people wondered if I was a bit dyslexic. Arc Tensiel. Yeah. Arc. You're called Arc and you're going away. Piss off. Stupid name anyway. Anyway.
Another satisfied customer.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Fallen Snow is a lot easier for me to read and say. Let's go with that, shall we? Let's go with that. I mean, I don't even know if it's meant to be seal or keel because C is kind of a stupid letter if you think about it. And I know this is going to sound like the bagel rant, but hear me out, okay. If you say it like seal, S-I-A-L, or sile, because it wouldn't be seal, that'd be S-E-A-L. If it's sile, why are we not using S? And if it's Kyle, and that's grapheme, is it? Or no, syllable, graphemes are smaller. If it's Kyle, then surely that would be a K. Ceiling? Ceiling could be an S. Ceiling. Because we have a word. Ceiling. Like in sealing a gap. How would you get a CH sound then? That's what the C letter could be. Ch. So it would be chile. Because you wouldn't need to use two letters to make one sound when one letter is currently otherwise being used to copy two existing sounds. So you imagine that if the letter C, instead of being itself a fake, well not a fake, a duplicate, and you have to add other letters to it to make something new, it's like, how about we just have it as something new? Oh my god! C is a stupid letter. It just is. I mean, sometimes we don't even use CH correctly. Look at, for example, the name Chris. K-R-I-S or C-H-R-I-S. Like, hold on, why are we putting in a silent H and using the wrong letter at the start? It's sounding like the bagel round, because we don't say churris, do we? It's a bagel rant. I'm just going to randomise my loadout, whatever. Give me something new. I regret everything. It put the foreman on the wrong slot. It put the foreman on my companion, not my weapon. God damn it. Oh god, what the mod's going to be on this? No, I don't want to purchase an additional mod config slot. What is going on with this today? This has no mods. Oh no. C has always baffled me in the English language. C is kind of substitute for K. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Nazurko. Nazurko. K. Like, if you teach a kid the phonetic alphabet rather, well, not phonetic alphabet, that's a different thing. If you teach the children the sounds of the alphabet rather than the names, they refer to them sometimes as curly-cur and kicking-cur, which honestly sounds horrible. They have names, they're C and K, not curly-cur and kicking-cur. Who's teaching this stuff? Why? But they are. But again, it's just like, why do we have two curs? Chris is commonly used in Northern European countries. I'm aware it is, absolutely. And it's like, well, there we go. We got a letter. Well, Monconfig D without it being available? Well, I wasn't. I was on another weapon that already had that issue. Oh, wow. There's actually mods on this. Huh. These mods are absolutely terrible. What is this build? Hold up. What the hell is this build? Oh, I know what this is. This is when the theory was going around on Reddit that you could use stupid mods like these to kill a Sistra Parvos much easier than using a high damage standard setup weapon. And it turns out what was actually going wrong is that people just couldn't shoot thing in the head. Like, just shoot it in the head. It's not hard. So yeah, let's get rid of that old piece of crap, shall we? Let's put on some slightly more reasonable mods. Let's go Lethal Torrent. We'll go for the Prime Target Cracker. We'll go for the Bullseye. Yeah, there we go. That'll do fine. That'll do fine. Use auto mod. Be brave. No. Oh god, no, no. Oh, What is this? Auto mod? You can't just put a kick a riven mod on and call it a day. What? I mean, this set, the Hornet Strike Bound Diffusion Lethal Torrent, that's good. Frostbite Jolt, I mean, I wouldn't go for magnetic, but it's not too silly. That kind of rounding off the capacity. Auger Packs, it fits the polarity. It's not stupidish. And then there's this. What? Oh my god, that is just ridiculous. Let's compare the output of my build to the game's build. Let's compare, shall we? Look at mod cap. I know we're at the maximum, but it didn't need to put in a kit gun riven mod. That's just ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's compare, okay? I've got my trusty little calculator ready. Yeah. Let's see. This one has a damage per shot 486.8. We have a fire rate of 32. We have a crit chance of 14% and a crit multiplier of 2 times. Okie dokie. So taking that all into account, we're not focusing on the status right now. We can get back to it later. Our total DPS from that basis will be 17,758. Okay, 17,758. Now let's have a look at my build. God, I hope this is better, because otherwise I might actually just have to resign. This is terrifying now. 217.1 times 28 fire rate times the correct way of doing the critical chance of 42% and the 4.2 multiplier. It comes out to, oh shit. Comes out to 14,248. Okay, cool. Right there. Yep, there we are. Stream's over. It's been fun. I've been beaten by Automod. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Oh no! I don't want to look at it. I don't want to let you guys see that. That's terrible. I didn't realize the crits were that bad on it. Oh shit! I did not realize the crits were that bad on this weapon. It looked a bit low. I thought, oh, we can still go on the critical line. It'll be fine. Oh, let's go back to it. Oh dear. Are the crits really that bad? Ah. All right, fine. Fine, we'll dump those. Screw the crits. Ah, dear. I didn't think it was that bad. It goes to show, yeah, those crit stats are terrible. Yeah, fuck those crits. Now, I could use the galvanized mods, absolutely, yeah. Use galvanized. So, like, we can do galvanized diffusion, for example, although we're taking it into account and just kind of gambling on it. Hello, Carmagin. Dex Furious, I believe they give that out on an anniversary or something like that. Good evening, Keen. Oh, he must be very keen to be here, yeah. I mean, we got the Prime Hater charge then. We got 13 left over. I could probably put in a viral on this. Do I have a 6-pointer? I don't. I could just go the Scorch then. Got it. Have I not got anything 6? I only got Ice Storm, and it's not the greatest. I could go Pistol Pestilence, Ice Storm just to get the viral to happen. I'd need to move this over polarity-wise. If I take that off for a moment, action, swap the polar. Oh, you can't do it if it's not been formed. Okay, well that's a dick move. Fine, I'll just put Prime Heater charge and call it a bloody day then, won't I? Nah. God, this game. I'll put Pistol Ammo Mutation, see what I care. I won't. That's stupid. Whatever. Alright, so this one, 486 to my 449, 32 to 32. This is... because I've got the Galvanized Diffusion, yeah, that's why. Because Galvanized Diffusion, once that gets spooled up, that'll give you all of the extra damage. There we go. Can I post clips or do I get muted? You're a subscriber, Evie. You can post clips at any point. You can post links at any point. However, if you post a dodgy link, then I'll just time you out. But yeah, it's not mods only. It's subs, VIPs, mods, and people who ask permission. Put on the Kick River mod? Fine. I mean, I could go for the actual pistol river mod, you know, the one that matches the kind of weapon it is. I could do that instead of the 3 kit gun rivers. That still baffles me. Like, what the hell? What was that? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Automod shows the kit gun one. Listen to Automod. I mean, Automod did know better than me, didn't it? Yes. Let's see. It wanted that one. There we go. Land 8 consecutive headshots while in an Archwing in the plains of Eidolon without getting afflicted by a status effect. And for the Dex Furious, you basically just point at an enemy and go... what? A quarter of a second, right? Is Warframe more powerful than a Space Marine? It depends on which fandom you're asking. Warframe, then yes. 40k, then no. Alright. And then Prism Machete. Yeah, we already have mods on it, didn't we? Yeah. Cool! So that was embarrassing. Also, we got this Rhino. That's a thing. Add in Automod as a redeem item. You know what? I may just do that. In fact, I think I have an otherwise underutilized redeem option I can co-opt right now. Give me a moment. Is that a Gorgon? It is a Gorgon, yes. I hit randomize the entire loadout for the hell of it, and that's what I got. So, if I go for auto mod a weapon, choose a weapon to be auto modded. Choose a weapon slot. There we go. What price are we going to make this, guys? What price are we going to make the auto mod channel point option? Tegeos saying, found someone made a video about comparing Warframe to Space Marine. Probably best to pop that onto the Discord then, Tegeos. 200 points, 1 point. Wow, yeah, Evie, I'm not listening to you. In fact, Evie, hold up, let me just double check here. Yeah, that's what I thought. You were the one who posted the so-called British tea video. Evie, you don't get a voice at all. Shut up. British bloody tea, that crap. 42,069, because 42069, you know what? There we are. That's the first reasonable one we've had so far. 42,069 is the price for it. There we go. But for that price, I'll make it. You can. Yes, I did see the second half, Evie. We'll make it auto mod everything. Auto mod a loadout. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom, and done. There we are, it's live. Just spooned cumin into a cup. Yeah, basically. There we are. If you check your channel point redemptions, you've now got that absolutely disgusting auto mod a loadout option, which just completely bonkers up the whole thing. There you are. If you really want to make my life an absolute misery, where I get outdone by automod, you can use that option there. It costs 42k. Because why not? You asked for it, you got it. Monkey paw curls its finger. Alright, we got a slot open here. We got Dogs Conkers, we got Brofist. Who are we missing? Abby, did you not join? Alright, well, there's a spot open. Stabby apparently didn't want to join. So, slot open. 42k? Yeah, that was the first suggestion that wasn't stupidly low. Oh, wait, I missed Dogs Tonka's 1337. I probably should have considered that as well. Oh, well, sorry, it's happened now. It's happened. What relic are we cracking? We're cracking a Lith relic in a moment. I'm assuming someone else would like to join in. There's a few of you. Let's just go. You had your chance to get in on this Prime stuff. Does anyone know if the pulsing magnetized bubble effect on Scourge does damage or can proc status? I have no idea. Honestly, no idea. Barely used the Scourge. Oh, we got a rank 5 with us. Oh, the baby. Look at his cute little orbiter ship. Landing craft. Play nice with the new Tenos? I mean, I'm Rhino. I can't exactly play nasty, can I? Oh my god, I'm Energized Munitions Rhino. And we lost the rank 5. We got a rank 30 instead. Well, that's a little bit less interesting. There's nothing interesting about rank 30. It's absolutely nothing. I mean, I'm not looking down on the rank 5s. I'm looking down on you now, Carmagin. You're rank 29, you claim you know nothing about the game? That's a little bit yikes, isn't it? Rank 30 is overrated, 31 is where it's at. No one's rank 31 though. You see, after rank 30, you get your account reset or you go back to MR1. Everyone knows that the little star there, it's just a bug. You are actually still just MR1. And at that point you were just hacking in Warframes. You probably bought them all with Platinum. Definitely deserve to be screamed at if you go into a public triathlon hunt. Because, like, what is an MR1 even going to do in that mission? God. Also, this Gorgon is absolute pants. I think I actually used this weapon a lot originally. It's not got no usage on my account. I use this weapon a fair amount. Why it had no mods in it, I don't know. I did genuinely use it for a while. Let's just fire a lot of bullets. I don't even need a Void Fisher. I'm just going to fire bullet. Energized munition bullet. Just keep firing. Just keep firing. I did mod this, right? Right? Doesn't feel like I actually modded it, to be honest. Oh, that was disgustingly better. And if it boy saying my friend just joined as MR1, so used Loki and made him think his game was lagging. Oh, dude. Dude, that's awesomely evil. Don't do that. You go limbo and see if you can figure out why you can't kill anything. Or you go Nova. Just put portals everywhere. I should be... Oh, hello. Frost Prime chassis. See, this is where you pick a bronze one rather than the silver over here. Look at that. That's worth 17 platinum on average. Nice. Rank 30 is just max mod capacity and relay blessings. I mean, it also gives you some ribbon slots and loadout slots, I believe. That's something. And an umbral former. Banish the Friends of Rift. Yup. Even better if you subsume Banish onto another Warframe. So even if they're like, oh, you're using Limbo, aren't you? You'd be like, no, I'm using Mesa. But then why aren't they hitting things? Even after they learn it, they still will get tricked by it. It's horrible. Wonderful. Yes, I'm speaking from experience. Anyway, let's re-randomize the soda. Let's give us something else new. What we got? See, this is a bit better. Zephyr Prime. Already we got a Prime Warframe this time. Volcar Ray for the Shaking Heads. Okay, we got a kit gun. Destreza Prime. Decent. And then Worm with Volcax. Well, we'll just ignore the companion. At least augment healing onto Banish when you do it. I mean, yeah, if you're going to be a dick, at least be a friendly dick. A helpful dick. You know? Make it at least partially worthwhile. Can this stop happening? What is going on with that today? That's really weird. Alright, let's get some mods on here. Blah, blah, blah. Let's grab a 7. There we go. We'll grab thermite rounds. Why not? Job's done. Shaking Heads is already modded. Destreza Prime, already modded. Why does she look like a Transformer? That's just a Harrier jet. She's ready to swoop in and just smack that smile off your face. Is the gaze primary do not link to enemies like the secondary? Yeah, the gaze primary instead creates an AoE sphere at the point of contact. So it's kind of like a continuous ongoing explosion where it hits. The speed for make all the enemies run 10 times fast? I mean, yeah. That's another fun one you can use. You can use Mirage to teach them that they should turn off camera shake, because Mirage plus Exceltra. That's a fun one as well. Yes, Zephyr is indeed a female-typed frame. Yeah. There's various silly bits you can go for with all that lot.
Another
And if you want to be like
customer.
kind but also slightly dickish in the other way, you can just use some ridiculously strong buffs on them as well. So like for example, you can use the speed of Volt and make them just go whizzing off the head like, whoa, my god, I'm so free! And then it wears off and everything feels slow again. Like, oh. Now you can use Trinity's Well of Life on something just to make it immortal for a very long time, and they'll be confused about that. Same with like, what's it called? Garuda's Blood Altar. You can use Necros with a very faint energy, so that they actually look like enemies. That can be right confusing. Or you just spawn inspectors. That's always fun, you know. Just like casually like, oh look at that. There's a corrupted lancer here. Oh, I guess he's an enemy. Oh, I better shoot this one. Oh, you can't hurt him. What's weird about that? Nightmare missions? Oh yeah, especially if they're using a shield frame. Oh, no shield. That's a fun one. I find it a hard time to play Garuda in general. I mean, she's a bit of an odd frame, yeah. She's a bit of an odd one. Why am I even trying to use the Volcar? Just spam bullets down the way, I'll hit something like that. Actually, I genuinely did. Just shoot in the general direction and stuff. Do I really not even have enemy radar on this worm? Oh god. These randomized loadouts are getting worse every stream, I swear.
Now get to extraction.
Yeah, Garuda is a good candidate for Gloom, what with her ability to just recover energy on a whim. That's a pretty good synergy right there.
Another satisfied customer.
Slightly excessive flight, but sure. No friend asked me how to build Titania, so I gave him my Razorwing Blitz build. When I showed him how to use it, he couldn't go through a door. Aww. Oh, see, again, this one is vaulted and ends up being worth more. You can't see the overlay, just how I've got the stream set up. That one's worth around about 8 plat, whereas the Author's Prime Blade is worth less. Warframe info, saving the day and making money. Hello, Bailey. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Oh, I had a boost on that. What boost did I have? A sprint speed boost. Oh, nice. Okay, that's a thing. Didn't realise that. Ever since D buffed the heck out of Primary Secretary, melee just fades into the background. I mean, melee is still very, very strong. It's just that it's actually kind of balanced now when you think about it. Melee is very strong. It's stronger than your guns in most cases, but they have a limited range. So if your gun is good enough, you can just kill the things at range without having to go over to them. But if you need that extra damage, as it were, then you get into melee range. So they both have their places now. Kind of works in that regard. The only downside, I guess, is that with guns being usable for basically all content, you don't have to use melee at all. But then you don't want it where you have to use one or the other. And that's fine with me. That is absolutely fine with me. It's easier to get a melee to the point where it's deadly than it is to get a gun to the point where it's deadly. Melee has slow build-up to be deadly? I mean, I wouldn't say it has a slow build-up. You know, you can get combo pretty damn easily. You want to talk about slow build-up? How about the fact you have to form a sort of like the Foreman this many times over just to be able to fit everything onto it, and then you got to stack up the galvanized mods. Not to mention your arcanes need stacking up as well, and they drain a lot more harshly than the combo does if you got Naramon. If possible, can you please test Revenant and see if you can find a helmet ability that has chemistry with him? I mean, it's a broad request there, but it's certainly something I can have a look at. Best place to put such a comment like that there, Balo, is to pop it onto our Discord. You head on over to the Discord there. We got a suggestions channel where I do indeed check through it on the regular. If you got a suggestion, pop it over there. And if you see a suggestion you like, make sure to give it a positive emote, like a thumbs up or something, to show that you also want to see that suggestion turn into a video. That's the best way to get me to make an investigation into something. I'll just bring Revenant for a mission anyway. Why not? I got him. Let's do him. Is that one closed? It's not closed, so we can just keep doing it. Sod it. Why not? Let's go. Do a video on mind control Revenant? That's an interesting choice. I mean, Revenant already has Enthrall for 7 enemies. Why would you mind control an 8th? That seems a bit weird. I mean, sure, if you just want yet more buddies, go for it, but it just seems weird. Max efficiency, max strength, pretty damn good in most cases. I mean, for Revenant, yeah. Max strength, you get loads of Mesmer Skin charge, and it's like, oh yeah, look at that, I just now have lots of vulnerability. This isn't even a max strength build. Not on 18, on 13. I think I've edited this build slightly to accommodate pillage, which I have subsumed onto it for some reason. Pillage obviously being good for stripping shields and armor. And giving you a load of shields as well, but Revenant doesn't really care about that last bit too much. Shield Gate maybe? Well, he doesn't really need it, because I've also got Rolling Guard on him, I believe. And he's got Mesmer Skin. So, you know. Mesmer Skin kind of does the job. Ah, I can still cast it for the whole of it. A nice sounding ability. No nullifiers. They're illegal. I hereby outlaw nullifiers. They annoy me. Let me go. There we are. I need to change my companion as well. Not having enemy radar is kind of silly.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
I'm just going to laze my way to the exit. Just casually sliding through it all. Ta-da! Okie dokie. So the winner here is actually the Valkyrie Prime Blueprint. Once again, the bronze beating out the silver because the bronze is harder to get. There's loads of people run Lith Relic, so the silvers tend to be a little bit less valuable overall. That's Revenant in a nutshell. Go Immortal, Laser Disco, job's done. You don't even need to do Laser Disco. Laser Disco is just fun. Do I know about the insane speed with Revs 3 and 4? I mean, I just press 3 whilst in 4 and he goes far quick, yeah. Pretty much the deal. And before we get diving on to the next mission, I wanted to go just ask something else entirely different a moment, guys. Whilst I switch to... Let's do a Trinity run next. Just going to pop a poll up real quickly. I want to see your guys' opinion on this, and I know it's going to be different from the YouTube answers, but I want to see. Let me just pop this poll together. Those of you who've been paying attention to either YouTube or Discord will know exactly what I'm asking. I want you. Shit, Warframe stream. I'm not going to give you the option to be a silly answer. Alright, just a quick 1 minute poll. There we go. Where would you watch a Warframe stream? Now, because all of you are here, you obviously are going to watch them at least on Twitch, because you are currently watching one on Twitch. I want to see how many of you are just Twitch watchers and how many of you would watch on Twitch and YouTube. Or Twitch or YouTube, I suppose is the more correct answer there. Whilst you guys have a quick little think over that side of things, if I just bring up the poll on the YouTube side here. If I just bring us into a intermission-y screen where I can load this up. Once again, it doesn't work correctly because I always have to fix this because OBS broke some point in the past and they never fixed it. There we go. So this is the poll as it currently stands on YouTube. As where would you prefer to watch a Warframe live stream by the Kengineer? 11% have so far said they'd only watch here on Twitch. 25% said they'd only watch on YouTube. 34% said they'd watch either Twitch or YouTube, and 30% said they're not interested. So if this were to be representative of you guys here as well, and I doubt it will be, but if it would, then I'd expect around 25-75 split. The split we actually got here was a 44-56. Aha. Still more on Twitch and YouTube than just Twitch only. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. That's a thing to be aware of. Like I say, there's that poll over there. And yeah, I am curious because I'm a practical person. I'm always paying attention to the options which exist around. Softball Brian saying just Twitch. If you don't mind me asking, Softball Brian, why just Twitch? In your case, why just Twitch? I'm not saying this to have a go, I just want to know. What makes it that much more important to you over YouTube? And Balo saying, I'd rather watch on YouTube. Same question to yourself then. Why would you prefer YouTube? Nesgamer, if we do watch on both but have a preference, do we answer both? It'll be both then, Nesgamer, because a stream can't be on both if they are an affiliate or partner. As part of the contract with Twitch for being an affiliate, you cannot stream the same stream to both at the same time. There's the exclusivity clause there. I believe partners can only stream on Twitch, whereas affiliates, we can stream elsewhere, but not at the same time. Lightbulb saying YouTube mainly hate Twitch and all it stands for. Okay, I know your answer there then, because you hate Twitch themselves. Fair enough. Something else, Twitch jump into the live stream before YouTube even does. I don't know what that means. And Baylor had to download Twitch again to come watch live. Okay. I mean, you can also just watch on the website, but I suppose it doesn't work so well on mobile, does it? Diamond Hawk Screw Up saying, also wonderful username. Hey, I came from your YouTube. Thanks for the build videos. Really helps a lot. Glad they helped you, my dude. Welcome to the channel. Twitch mainly because of the contest rewards? Okay, when you say contest rewards, what, you like the Warframe stream ones? Because, I mean, everything that I do here on Twitch, I can do on YouTube pretty much. Not everything, but near enough everything, and YouTube also has some different options Twitch doesn't have. Do both at the same time? Oh yeah, I just mentioned how we can't. The thing is, it's hard to get notifications for YouTube streams on PC. Well, it depends actually on your browsing habits. If you set up to receive all notifications from a channel, you will receive more notifications. If you regularly engage with the live streams, YouTube goes, well, hang on, this person prefers live streams. Let's give them some more live streams. So it's set up differently there. I will admit that the front screen, if it's not come up in your recommended, it's otherwise somewhat hidden. If I were to stream onto YouTube, I would make the notifications on Discord louder to help mitigate that. Carmen saying, I prefer not to watch live streams on YouTube. To me, it's an inferior streaming platform. Why? As with all things, why? I'm going to guess you probably said a bit further down, because I'm now a fair bit back up on the chat here. Solid Prime, I'm just here because I can't catch the YouTube streams. Well, the YouTube streams don't exist yet, so there's that. Which is a better UI? Okay. From Software Brian, I watch as I play, don't use YouTube. Oh, how did you get here then, Software Brian? Are you one of the people who's actually found the Twitch stream? That's how you found myself as the engineer. You didn't find the YouTube first. I don't even say, fair enough. It's just you are definitely in the minority there then. And Baylor said, prefer to watch YouTube, always using it. Fair enough. Henry, personally on Twitch, as I check YouTube for specific videos and don't get notified or catch YouTube streams. Again, I've not done any YouTube streams on the main YouTube channel so far. I've just done a couple test ones on a burner account, so you wouldn't have heard anything on that side. So it could be different if I do it there. No spanners or platinum prizes through YouTube, unless I'm mistaken. You are mistaken, Red Panda. Whilst there wouldn't be spanners, I would be able to find an alternative using a chatbot instead. Platinum prizes, the platinum giveaways, I would still be able to do, again, using a chatbot instead. So whilst it doesn't have a channel points, I wouldn't be leaving you in the lurch in that regard. There would still be the platinum giveaways if I did stream there. Nesgamer, I was just saying, in case, prefer Twitch, but watch on YouTube probably less frequently. I mean, fair enough. Twitch for live stream, YouTube for videos, highlights, VODs. Doesn't have to be that way. Twitch has VODs, they're barely used. Twitch also has highlights in the form of clips, barely used. Whereas YouTube, it has the full suite, even as it's shorts now, trying to compete with TikTok too. You probably won't see a lot of that from me. Probably not. I can't shrink down what I say to a short enough thing to be a short. I'm sure I follow most of your YouTube channel because it's on demand, but occasionally drop here too. I mean, fair enough. Would you drop here if here was a YouTube stream? The Diamond Hawk Script say, hey, I mean, I no longer need to stay bored in hospital. Oh, well, fair enough. Evie said, I don't know how to vote because Warframe's side is dominated by Twitch. I don't know of any Warframe streamers on YouTube, but Paladins, another game, most of the streamers are from there. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Don't have a preference as such, but Twitch is just easier as a viewer? Alright, okay. So else, Twitch is great live interaction with the fans. I mean, I don't see why the YouTube live wouldn't be. I'm just saying, got the plat from the last raffle. Awesome, glad you received that one. Glad it's going through nicely. Excellent to hear. Some people prefer live interaction with the content creator. Yep, I'm talking about a live stream on YouTube where you would have that same interaction as you do today. Notifications don't pop up unless I'm on YouTube at the time? Okay. Again, it depends on your follow settings with the channel, I'd imagine. Because if you set it to some rather than all, then a lot of them won't be pushed through because YouTube doesn't want to bombard you with notifications, whereas Twitch doesn't have quite the same reservation. Not a fan of YouTube's chat experience. Alright. Have I seen the YouTube livestream UI? I have. The YouTube chat feature is horrid, and I encounter playback issues on YouTube a million times more than on Twitch. Okay. I've not had a playback issue on YouTube so far, watching a couple different streams there. So, for example, I've watched the MCC on Green's channel. I've watched Tim the Tapman since he went over to YouTube, because there's a lot of noise around that. I haven't had an issue myself there, but fair enough. So, Brian, found you on YouTube, watch a lot of Tube, but watch Twitch at home. Okay. Would there be a spanner to new thing conversion? No, there's no way to do that, sorry, Quintus. However, actually, that is a lie. There would be a way to convert it over, but it would be a one-way conversion because I can't add spanners on Twitch. Whereas under a chatbot system, they're not as streamlined, which is why I'm not using one on this channel, but I absolutely would be able to award extra spanners to bring you up to speed there. Absolutely, that would be an option. YouTube chat significant downgrade? I mean, is it? What's the downgrade? A lot of you are saying you don't like the chat, it's worse, it's the downgrade. What's the downgrade on it? Does YouTube have a paid subscription model? Yes, it does. On YouTube, there is a subscriber model that can be set up. Not only is there a subscriber model, just like we have here on Twitch, it's actually, I would say, a better model because I can control everything about those tiers. Here on Twitch, you got 3 tiers. You got the, in dollar prices, the $4.99, the $9.99, and the, I think it's a $24.99, which gets adjusted to where you are locally. And that's it. That's the prices. They're set. They've got more restricted emote slots compared to YouTube there, but you can throw the emotes in. And that's pretty much the sum of it. There's also the skipping of the adverts. Which, let's face it, that is kind of a big deal here on Twitch, because Twitch adverts are long. With YouTube, I can not only put in more concrete features to those tiers, so kind of like a Patreon Lite, I can also set the prices within reason. So they give various options, which means I can quite literally give a lower rate for the subscription costs over on YouTube than I can here on Twitch. Straight up, I can just make it cheaper for you over on YouTube. So yeah, YouTube does have a paid subscription model, and from looking at it behind the scenes, I would honestly say it's a better one. Diamond Hawk Script say, I watch both, basically the same thing, but Twitch say more interaction with the streamer. Again, I'm not seeing how it's more interaction. What's different between a live stream on YouTube and Twitch for interaction? I prefer Twitch because I can switch between streams easier. I mean, yeah, Twitch being just a stream platform, that is absolutely a positive there. If you are thinking of just looking for a stream, it is easier to find just any stream on Twitch. That is absolutely right. Does Twitch have the benefit of being able to connect directly to the Warframe account? Can YouTube do that? I don't believe YouTube has such a setting for it so far. I've not heard of one, though. Prox makes very informative YouTube videos. Would be interesting if you guys ever collaborate. I mean, if you want to collaborate, you can get in touch with me. YouTube live chat and delay is too big. I didn't hear there was such a long delay. I tested it out myself and got at maximum a 6-second delay. And 6 seconds can sound like a while, except look how long it's taken me to get through messages already. Like, 6 seconds isn't the end of the world in terms of a bit of a delay there in chatting, I wouldn't say. But if that's your experience, that's your experience. Loadout overlay and drops, so there wouldn't be the drops, and there wouldn't be the Warframe Arsenal overlay. No, you're absolutely right there, Dogs Conkers. There wouldn't be that on YouTube. So that would be a feature loss. You're very right. True Prime saying, oh, this is a paragraph. Well, I don't think you need to do shorts if you don't want to, but if you're looking for really short ideas, you're very good at summarizing videos into conclusions and releasing rule guides. They might fit on shorts, although without the rationale, it could leave more room for misunderstanding. And more details on doing shorts. A big part of the reason for not doing shorts for things I already do videos for, and this is going to sound a little bit selfish, but honestly, I want you guys to watch the video. I put time and effort into explaining things for a very good reason. If I was just going to do a build guide and say, here's the build, I wouldn't even need to do a video. I would do a post on Reddit and call it a day. I'm not looking to do posts on Reddit. 5 200 IQ move could stream on YouTube under a different name. I still wouldn't be able to stream Twitch and YouTube at the same time, Evie, because that would be in breach of contract. And believe it or not, I don't like breaching contracts. Yeah, that's a thing. Quinn saying having the two services does provide a good way to go get the content we want without muddying the waters with the other. Normal vids versus live streams on the same channel. So I don't see how it would muddy the waters, Quintus. If I do a live stream, I can then put that live stream into its own part of the channel without it clogging up the uploads. So when you go to the channel whilst I'm offline, and you go to videos, you would see all the videos. I can make it where the live streams don't show there, they have their own live stream playlist. So that wouldn't be an issue, they wouldn't be in the way of each other. The chat overlay over the video when you go into full screen, and it's messy. Oh, I hadn't tried chat overlay full screen, something else. Hadn't had a look at that. Although if you go full screen, surely you can just hit hide chat. Like, you can just hide the chat, surely. I'll have to double check on that. There are many people that watch Twitch and YouTube, but not Twitch. I don't actually understand that one, sorry. Again, how would you build a Wisp? I mean, I can bring up whatever my Wisp is at the moment. Can't guarantee it's a good build. Let's see what's on the Wisp whilst we keep chatting on this. Is this even a workable build? I mean, this isn't a terrible one. It's a one former build to get Prime sure-footed on. That's just about the long and short of it. But yeah, this one at least gets you through the majority of things if you're just going for pure damage. Because you can get extra health from the health mote anyway, so you don't really need a vitality. This will get a lot of work done for the majority of things. The only downside is the efficiency drop. Means that spamming Breach Surge isn't so much of a good idea. Arcane Grace probably isn't the best choice here. It just kind of ended up on there to make it a lazy build. And for that, probably better to go for something like Arcane Avenger for the crits, actually. I'll just swap that right now. So yeah, saying YouTube chat overlay over the video, not being its own section. Is this a mobile thing? Because YouTube chat for me is its own section. When I've watched streams, I've got the stream and the chat is its own box off to the side. It always has been. Is this a mobile thing? Ripan is saying YouTube delay makes it less engaging to ask questions. I mean, fair enough. If 6 seconds makes it that less engaging, it's a fair comment. True Prime saying, I'll be interested in what the tools are like my end between the two. What do all the major tool decks... do all the major tool decks work for both? In terms of tool decks, I'm not entirely sure what you mean on that side of things, but absolutely, the options which I've seen on YouTube, at least for getting the stream up and running, are comparable in the main to Twitch. Where YouTube lacks is in some of the on-stream engagement features, like Twitch has the built-in channel points. But Twitch's channel points came about as a response to chatbots using channel point systems themselves already. So it's kind of an iteration on that. YouTube's been in the live streaming arena for less than half the time of Twitch, I suppose. Something like that, yeah. YouTube was 2018, Twitch 2013, I believe. Yeah, it's less than half the time. So some of the features not being there, whilst we'd like them to be there, doesn't surprise me too much. They may bring it into the future. Most notably, though, YouTube treats it more like a video that happens to be live. So, for example, includes a video description on top of the stream title and includes putting up your own thumbnail, which has always annoyed me here on Twitch. You try scrolling through and you get a load of snippets of a single frame of the stream, which could be anything. It really could be anything. We've got ones of me just going like... And it looks ridiculous. Tells you nothing about the stream, whereas a proper thumbnail goes a very long way. So there are bits and pieces between the two of them, but there is a lot of parity as well. I've done up a 3-page document of bullet points on these, as I've been seriously looking at it. What Nice says, I love this man's openly discussing business options. I mean, you guys are here to engage with me about everything that Kengineer. This is part of what happens Kengineer, right? Surprising is better for me, not for you. Twitch is regional pricing on subs. So Karmajin, YouTube also has regional pricing on subs. I checked this, in fact, with someone living over in Russia just the other day by comparing on a channel which already has YouTube subs, and sure enough, they had regional pricing as well at comparable rates. So I can guarantee you that's not an issue. Regional pricing to allow poorer countries to still have reduced rates for subscriptions applies to both Twitch and YouTube. It is absolutely a thing. And then there's the discount I could put on top. Lamona saying, the thing for me, people, they like... Sorry. The thing is, for me, people, they like their habits. People use YouTube for video, highlight, and if you want to watch a live stream, you go to Twitch. Will take time for people to adjust. Well, how many of you here today came to Twitch for any old live stream? And how many of you came here to Twitch because I was live streaming? Have a think on that one. And I'm curious as to the answer to that, actually. How many of you came here because I'm streaming rather than because you wanted to see just a stream? At least Mr. Bezos doesn't have half his sub money on YouTube. Absolutely right. Yep, YouTube takes a smaller cut and none of it goes to Amazon. Diamond Hawk script saying, Kendra, I get like 5 to 6 minute delays here. I mean, if you'd base that on my responses, I'm going through a lot of messages right now because we're on a big topic. So that's probably just me slowly reading through everything right now. I am well behind on the chat. I don't want to miss any of you guys' messages. You guys have got some very important points to say right now. I want to hear them all. I ain't skipping ahead. If I'm behind on the chat, it's because I'm trying to read every single one here. Except the ones which are kind of going weirdly off about Bezos. Aren't Warframe drops only available on the official streams anyway? In 95 to 98% of cases, yes. Yeah, Warframe drops basically do not come here, except in very limited circumstances. Don't worry about that. Warframe partners have drops too. Well, I am a Warframe partner, so take what I've just said there. Quint saying, I think as a test, maybe since you have 2 Warframe streams a week, maybe do 1 stream a week on YouTube, 1 stream on Twitch for a couple of weeks. So I was thinking about that as an option, and I have actually ruled that one out. Because you guys pay a subscription to this Twitch channel. If I started doing half of it here and half of it on YouTube, I'd be taking away half of what you subscribe to, and that doesn't sit right to me. If I was going to do some test streams, I'd be doing additional streams. Above and beyond what you've already come to expect will be around. That would be my test streams. Yes, they'll be at different times, which would be factored into my analysis of the results of such testing. I wouldn't just take away streams here on Twitch unless I was intending to move away from Twitch. I wouldn't do that to you. More on the drops. Eternal War, that's unique? It's not that unique, really. Like, sometimes you just want to go extra crazy with the attack speed, you know, it's an option. I don't use it that much, but it's still an option. Toxic, I really like the better DVR on YouTube for live streams. Makes going on a bio break more viable without missing anything. Absolutely, yes. That's a big part of it. You can very easily pause, rewind, catch up on YouTube, all on the same player. Whereas with Twitch, you have to go out and go find the VOD and see if the VOD's fully up to date, to find the bit where you were up to, and then if you want to go back, you have to catch up with live stream. You don't know what else you've missed in there. It's all a lot more clunky. YouTube does have much better rewinding, even on a live stream. Chat overlay is thing on mobile. Alright, well I know that like half of you guys are mobile, so that is a big deal in this game, yeah. Am I leaning towards either platform? I'm not leaning towards either, because I'm a scientist. The way that works is I have a hypothesis. YouTube may be a better option than Twitch. Gather the evidence. Go out, research it, test the hypothesis, get the information. That includes asking you guys, what the hell do you want? You know, I mean, I stream for you. You, all of you, not just you. Everyone. So, I'm gathering the information on all of those sides, and that has been spawned from an information kind of forcing itself into the equation of the whole Twitch hack. Which is not a small thing. But there's been a number of reasons that maybe go, okay, are there alternatives and what are they like? Just because I'm on Twitch doesn't mean I have to stay on Twitch. But it also doesn't mean I have to move. As a scientist, I'm looking at it from all angles, and I'll let the conclusion draw itself. That's the way to do it. Ekidja, how do I check all those values for builds? I'm not sure what you mean on that, sorry, Diamond Hawk. Sorry, just arrived. Am I moving to YouTube? I'm not currently moving to YouTube. I am currently investigating the comparison between YouTube and Twitch to see how they land. Slightly different. I've got to the bit where I asked where people came from. So, came for this stream, came for this stream, came for this stream, any stream. Just had Twitch open on second monitor, saw me online, so any stream. This stream specifically, came for this stream. Best option while logged onto Twitch. Both, watched a lot of streams, came here because another creator just uploaded. Came to Twitch because of me. Came for the stream. came here for me. Locker wants additional streams, okay. Already on Twitch before watched you, so that's came to Twitch first. And that's about the answers on that side. Okay, so that was about, I'd say, a 40-60 split of 40% on Twitch already, 60% came here for me specifically. Which is about how I expected that to be, honestly, yeah. Maybe more like 75-25 I was expecting, but 40-60. Alright. After this, going to show you how to use Warframe Info. As someone else mentioned, yeah, there is a video on it. Just go check out the video. Go Warframe Info Engineer on YouTube. Bam, there you are, done. Rewind's not helpful on live stream where people want to interact, but rewind is useful if you want to, you know, see a bit that you missed happen live. Not having a rewind is worse than having a rewind and not wanting to use it most of the time. There is a difference there. Is YouTube a rock? YouTube is in fact not a rock, no. But it runs on rocks, because computers are rocks. If you're having more difficulty with Warframe Info, check out the Warframe Info Discord. They've got people there who know exactly how to help you out, because they know more about the issues that might be happening. So if you have an issue with Warframe Info, check out the Warframe Info Discord. They're the people. They can help you. Is this YouTube? No, this is Twitch. And I'm almost up. Already on Twitch, got ready into you. Stay for the content. I mean, Evie, right now, today, did you come onto Twitch today? For anything Twitch, or for me specifically? Because I didn't get raided today. And I've actually caught up. There we go. Alright. I've caught up for all your messages. Hurrah! Let's go do a relic mission. Oh, this one's still open? My god. I thought we were talking for a while, but apparently not. Oh, we were. I was already on Twitch, saw you go live and switched over. Okay, fair enough. It's about 40-60, maybe like 55-45. With the 45 being on Twitch already, 55 came here for my stream. That's a lot more even than I expected. I will be honest, that is a lot more even than I expected, and this is why I ask. Because I don't actually know. Twitch doesn't give me information on this side. I guess it can't for that. So that's why I have to ask you guys.
Another satisfied customer.
It's one of the reasons I don't get all uppity when you hear people talking about, oh, there's this tracking, that tracking, blah, 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 blah. Businesses know this and this about your habits. I'm like, yes, and that allows them to pitch to me the things I actually want. Like, imagine if I didn't know which of my videos were getting the most views. Imagine if there wasn't a tracking even a view count. I wouldn't know which videos you guys preferred. Sometimes tracking is useful, and where the tracking doesn't exist, that's why I ask a question instead. Hand me the information so I can make your experience better. Would I like to buy some ribbons? No, I wouldn't like to buy some ribbons. However, if you head on over to Warframe Market or Ribbon Market, depending on if it's veiled or unveiled, you'll find plenty of buyers there. Doc saying the issue of getting your stream today from YouTube, that there's no announcement on your channel. So the only way to know that you are streaming is remember that you are streaming at the moment, or being already on Twitch and seeing you live. Well, there's also the notifications you can get on Twitch, or from Twitch, which will be email notifications. And it goes up on the Discord as well. Where is this marker sending me? Come on. There's level of tracking that's too much. Oh yeah, there's absolutely level of tracking that's too much. Don't get me wrong on that. But it's when some people just hear the word tracking and immediately they just want to call a priest because they feel like there is a devil that needs excising. I know. The word tracking isn't bad. It's when it's listening into your mobile conversations, when you don't give it permission for things, or when it sneaks that permission in, or asks for far more than it ever needs to even give you access. That kind of stuff is bad, yeah. Oh, hello. Someone found a sculpture. Yes, please. 600 meters away? What the hell are you doing over there? Dogs Conkers. I mean, Beard's already going, so I might as well go for it as well. Bloody hell, my dude. Bloody hell. I need a speed boost for this. Pull the lever. The people who hear tracking called priests also have their iPhone or Android in their pocket all the time. Yep. Yeah, there's avoiding tracking in this world is basically impossible. At least avoiding all tracking. You have some control over that, and laws are slowly shifting to give more control, at least in civilized countries. But, yeah. When will I do a lamp video? Just to confirm they aren't great. I mean, that's part of the reason I haven't done one so far, is that I've noticed there have been some people asking for an amp video, but the single real use case for amps, and I really mean the only real use case for an amp worth talking about, is against Eidolons, and I'm not a boss fighter. So I'd need to do some serious research to be able to give you a proper answer on that, an answer which has already been done to death by people who care about boss fights more than the rest. I'm a mathematician. I'm the engineer. And I'm a lot better with the math side of things. So I have been putting off the amps because they basically only apply to one part of the game. Yeah, it's the same as about what I've heard there in this game. Like, 177, 277, or if you need lower tier stuff, then the 122, 123, that'll do you. The 177 and 777, they are pretty much, to my understanding, as good as they get. Have we got 4 people here? No, we haven't. Dog's still coming over. Somehow. Or is he ahead of us? I can't tell. Oh, he's just got here. There we go. Let's go. Just give everyone a speed buff to get out of here. Oh, it was right there. Since I'm a mathematician, have I calculated what the spawn limit cap is? That's not something you calculate. That's something you just find out or know. Ooh, Carrier Prime Systems. I'll take that. Thank you. Don't see that very often. But yeah, the spawn limit cap isn't something you can calculate. It's something that you can find out as a fact. And I don't know what that fact is. I don't know what the spawn limit cap is. Oh, rightsy. That's enough wisping. I've actually kind of gone cold on Wisp, to be quite honest. Like, she's capable. She just doesn't actually interest me much these days. Let's do Equinox. I don't do Equinox very often, despite how amazing she is. Yeah, let's go. Actually, wait. Do I have Prime Sure-Footed on this? Because if I do, I'm going to have to go a little bit heavier. I do. Excellent. Alright, let's do this. Senate Envoy. Oh yeah, gonna go commit a war crime. Let's do this. I know they say, well, I've calculated the maximum number of enemies that could be theoretically be within Ember's passive to reward her power strength. I know we can't get anywhere near that number of enemies. Okay. Not quite sure where you're going with that, my dude. It's a bit of a few mixed over words. It's going a little bit over my head there. Also, I could have sworn Ember had a limit on her passive, but maybe not. She has no cap. Okay, fair enough. Well, you say you have calculated the maximum number of enemies that could be theoretically within Ember's passive. If there's no cap, then what's the limit that you've calculated? What are you calculating here, my dude? What answer have you come to that is of note? Limit would be her energy? No, the 4 has a cap on how much energy is spent while still hitting more enemies, and her passive isn't energy based. It's just, are they on fire based? We're all here. Limit would be the space around her. You can pile enemies together, for starters, and How many enemies are we actually talking about? Like, she has a pretty wide range. It's a sphere. That's a lot of enemies you can fit into that space even without compression. The smallest enemy that can be on fire in the radius. So again, you can bring enemies together, smush them into a spot. Using a circles in circles calculation to then create slices of the 50-meter radius sphere, and enemies being 3 Minotaur 0.5 radius. Right, yeah, I feel like you're probably oversimplifying that one. To create a limit that may not actually be correct. Where is this exit? Oh, I mean, it's an interesting theoretical calculation to establish a zone that enemies could theoretically occupy. But I don't think that's going to give you much in the way of information towards what any possible spawn limit could be, no. Okay, Valkyrie Prime Blueprint, that's the first one here. These three are all trash. GG! Yes. I mean, it's a Valkyrie piece, but it's not a very great one. It's not a grand one. We've not been too lucky on the whole loot front. We've had a few vaulted items which are more valuable, but we've not had a lot of luck so far today. Oh, fair enough, Rhinova. Fair enough. Let's see what we got here. Guandal, Karis, Pangolin. I've just been picking randomly, but is there anything decent in my Radiance? No, there isn't. Okay, we'll do the Titania one. Titania's a nice pickup. If we get it. Okay, so theoretical strength, if you account edge effects as you're saying there, you get 5% per enemy. So that would be... what would that be? About 1 million? Yeah, 1,100,000%, obviously. Yeah, it's just times 5, of course. So theoretically up to 1,000,000% strength. If you somehow pack together nearly 250,000 enemies in a single location. Biggest of fucking ifs right there. Like, that's mathematical absurdity. And I say I'm a mathematician, but I am also, you know, the solver of practical problems. A cute theory, but absolutely, fundamentally, completely impossible. In fact, I don't think I've ever been in a mission where 250,000 enemies spawned. I don't think I have ever been in such a mission. Like, total. 250,000's a big number. Maps have enemy limit? I mean, prior to that, enemy limit doesn't matter to the whole you kill them and new ones spawn. I've not been in a mission where, at least I don't recall seeing a total of 250,000 kills. That's why you want to try and find the spawn limit cap? Well, I mean, good luck on that, Rainova. Good luck on that, because if it's not been published anywhere, you're going to be researching it yourself, and God knows how you'd find the answer to that one. Especially as it may vary from tile to tile. I would not be surprised. In fact, I fully expect that different maps and different tiles will have different spawn amounts, based on how many enemies I've seen in different missions at different times. I wouldn't be surprised at that. Actually, Fortuna is one of the highest caps? Maybe. It could be actors that don't have an AI can be rendered more frequently. I would be surprised if we could ever get an appropriate answer for this, to be honest. 4-man squad, Steel Path, and Quick's Limit. Yeah, that's a thing. If you run Steel Path, it acts like it's a 4-man squad, even when it isn't. Take a 4 Avaras prowling into a survival mission. Take decoy. All enemies will converge, and you can enjoy counting them. You find the cap of the normal tile. I mean, that would get you there, yeah. That would theoretically get you there. You could ensure you count them correctly by scanning them. Because you can't scan the same enemy twice. And if it gets teleported around the map by the mission handler AI, you still won't be able to scan it a second time, so you know you've already counted that one. So that would get you along the way. But, that's definitely not the kind of task I want to be diving into, because it doesn't sound very practical, and sounds infuriating to even try and get there. If you have a scan cap of 100 enemies per mission, you may do. Actually, wait, no. I think you only have a scan cap of 100 per mission for the limited scanners you can bring, because the Samaris one has unlimited charges, doesn't it? I mean, that's the whole point of it. Oh dear. That's the whole point of having unlimited charges, is that it's unlimited. I have no way of showing this properly right now, do I? No, I don't. It's just there. It's just a thing. I'm pretty certain it says unlimited next to it. Well, that's another question to ask. Can you spend more than 100 scanner charges? And the simple answer there is that someone is claiming that you can only scan 100 times, that person being Evie. So Evie, if you can get evidence of using a Samaris scanner but showing that it can't actually scan another enemy, there you go, cool. Post the evidence into the Discord. Oh, looks like we're moving over to Earth for that one. Ooh, we got a couple captures. Let's take the Neo capture. Let's take the Neo capture, there we go. Samaris has unlimited only if you have the widget? Well, yeah. Yeah. We're down a bit at the moment, so we'll probably end up with some randos joining into us here. Which is fine, it's a capture, how bad can it be? RMR 27 with a Hildren. I'm going to assume they can navigate tiles reasonably.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
Let's just detonate our way all through this mission. Oh, hey there, Mr. Target. Flat. Easy peasy.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, I know.
One nice thing about using Vile Rush on Equinox here, because she uses a max range build, is that it costs no energy. I get to yeet myself along for a bit, dropping cold procs, delivering a bit of damage here or there, for completely nothing. I just get to cast it. It's nice having that little freebie.
That's it. You opened the weapon.
Oh, okay, I got stuck on that one. That was unfortunate. Which way's the way through? This way. This way. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. That's the downside. There are ledges on every turn sometimes. This tile set is not Vile Rush friendly. That's when you get ones like this. This one's nice. Alright, you take care, Slavy. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Vile Rush and Equinox is viable. I mean, it's fun. Best choice here is the Glaive Prime Disc. That is worth a whopping 26, 27 plat. Like that. Poor Chacho here has no idea what he's missing. Oh no. Oh no, Chacho. Chacho, you need to get yourself some Warframe info, my dude. He's not even here. He can't hear me. But we all know he needs to use Warframe info. Rookie mistake there. Oof. Oh well. Oh, Carmagen, I didn't even see that one. I thought you just misspelled it. That's bad. If it needs the Astilla Blueprint, it's the right choice? No, it's not. Because you can sell the Glaive Prime disc, buy the Astilla Blueprint, and still have more plat over. Like, that's still a stupid move on his part. If he's doing one of those no trade runs, like, okay, sure, bruh. You still traded with me to get my relic reward. Effectively speaking. Silly results all told there. Oh, and there he goes. Bye, Chacho. Ah, dear. EB says, gonna do a diary real quick. Steel Path, 108 enemies. Oh, there we are. That'll get your scans in. MR27, no trade run. That's scary. Yeah, that would be close to it. No, I think it'd be close to impossible, but not actually impossible. Maybe. I think you could do it currently, just about. You wouldn't be able to do MR30 though. No. Alright, let's see what relics I got here. Have I got anything valuable to use? Nidus is kind of valuable, is new. Valkyrie should be pretty valuable. Do I have like anything... Oh, here we go. Makes a Prime Systems now. That should have a bit of value behind it. Let's bring that one to the fray, shall we, guys? That's going to be a bit spicier. When I was saying MR23 without doing the War Within. Oh, okay. Sure. Since Levels doesn't use energy, which focus school do I usually run with him? Which focus school? I usually run with Vazarin for him. Reason being is that Vazarin's got instant revives, it's got the built-in healing if you need an emergency, because hey, sometimes your teammates need it, and it has the extended affinity range. So I just kind of go with that. It's a nice, no-nonsense, just available option. Because I don't really focus on the Naramon dashes, and the Xenric's slow and heavy attack efficiency, again, don't really focus on.
You must find, capture, and extract our target.
Should probably have my name up when I'm doing all these kills. Yep, there we go. Randoms joining full Radiant squads? Yeah, sometimes you just get lucky as a random. Nice feeling. Someone just brings in a Mesa Relic fully radianted up and just gives you all of the stuff. Like, oh yeah. I don't mind having a random join and pick up on that like that because sometimes I get to benefit from it too.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Colonel.
Flap. Blap. Blap. Ooh, that was a satisfying blap. Blap. All that volt speed as well. Just rocking us through this. I was expecting to get at least one reaction there. Was none of that corrupted? That was weird. Ah, here's some corrupted. There we go, alright. I was gonna say, they just weren't spawning. Oh, box. I stepped into that nullifier, didn't I? I thought I pressed it just before, but no. Holes to it. There we go. Got all reactant. Let's get out of here.
You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Ta-da! Oh, the yeets on that. I love that every time. I love it. You just hit an enemy at the right point, and that's pretty easy to do. And they just kind of go. Like that one. Okay, when I use a vaulted relic, I don't expect to get an available common. That was a bit shit. I'll take former blueprint. I apparently don't have any. Of course, yeah, been using them. That was a bit shit. 29 traces though. Sometimes relics do be like that. As I am frequently reminded in the comments on the relic videos I've done. Oh dear. All copper, sometimes it be like that, yep. I should do a video on decaying dragon key and shield gating for practical problem. Non-fat pillow, welcome to the channel. Well, obviously you know I do videos. Have you checked out my channel? Like to see if that video already exists? You might be surprised. Oh, random starting the mission, okay. Where was my Mesa relic? There's one. Ooh, it's a base of limbo. Excellent. I'll usually pick up a few former blueprints if everything else is just trash. Just so I don't have to keep on running a relic fisher every single day. You know, sometimes I just don't want to go find a former blueprint and it's nice to just already have them. It is worthwhile from time to time, but a lot of the time I'd rather have than not former. Here we go. Oh, I don't like that tile. It starts us the wrong way round. What's up with that? For some reason, it just sometimes just points you the other way. Can you imagine that? We all just get together in our ships. We all land. We all know where we're going. We all end up somehow pointing the other way. It's like, what are we doing? Taking a selfie before we go? Alright, you take care, Nazurko. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Alright, cool. Velidas got that. I'll just stand here looking pretty.
Excellent work.
Let's go.
We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, 10-0.
Yeah, big explosions. You do a lot of relics, you guess the math is different? I'm not sure what you mean by you guess the math is different. What math is different from what you're thinking?
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Let's make our way out of here. Has everyone got the reactant? Yes, they have. Excellent. Oh, that's a glass doorway. I can't go through a glass window even. Can't go through a glass window like that. I mean, I know what you mean by the map is different as a saying. I don't get what you're saying adds up differently for me and you. Like, what's different? What are you saying is different? I didn't see your other message, did I? What? Oh, wait, yeah. If you have one form, you almost take anything else. Oh, hello. I mean, if you're happy doing relics every single day, then go for it. Warframe info. No, don't fail. Give me how much that's worth. 42 platinum. Nice. I'm going to glaive prime disc there as well. 26 plat. Oh. We just had to ignore 26 plat for a 43. I mean, that's nice. Yeah, if you're doing relics every single day, then picking up a former blueprint every day, just one per day is fine. It's just, if there's any day where you don't want to do a relic, and if you've not already got the former blueprint, you're not building a former. That's just fact. That's all there is to it. I got the former going, didn't I? Yeah. I never say, just had a thought, in regards to counting how many enemies exist in a mission, you group them. Would using Baruch's lull to see how much restraint is lost? I mean, good luck measuring an exact amount of restraint lost. Good luck on that. If it's written somewhere in the logs, there you go, read the logs. I have no idea where or how you would read that. Let's get some more Mesa. Oh, the random started it. That's cool. We're just going to keep this random for a bit, you know? We're giving him some valuable stuff, he's filling in a slot for us. It's his lucky day, isn't it? Also, we should probably rank up to 21. Yeah, he's at 21. He can rank it up. Come on. That's right, Raynuva. No UI number. It's just a circle.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
The percentages are known. It's just unreadable. But hey ho. That is one instance where not having the exact numbers for gameplay purposes isn't a problem, because you're just kind of going by the feel of it. You don't need to know the exact numbers. But there are various instances, both Warframe and other games, where they'll hide the numbers for reasons of hiding the numbers. Like, some of us want to know them.
Change of plans.
Oh, we gotta kill everyone. Alright,
Leave nothing alive.
here we go killing again. Boy, am I good at that now. Or this semi-automatic rocket launcher. Best way is probably grouping everything, nuke it, and see the delta in kills. I mean, that would tell you how many were around you as gamer. But that's also now going to spawn more enemies, which defeats the purpose of Raynuva's investigation into how many enemies there are. Because you have to guarantee you got every single enemy in that kill.
Take a look inside.
And that would just be impractical.
Another
Really would be.
mission. Find extraction.
Captured under 15 seconds, guaranteed extermination trigger. I didn't know it was on a timer like that. I did not know it was on such a timer. I'll have to have a look at that. I've never heard of it being on a timer, and I'd expect that would be to some common knowledge if it was just on a timer. There we go, that's another 22 plat right there. That's a nice vaulted Ember Prime near optics. Yum yum. Oh, and Brofist is using the copy paste. Fair enough. I've never been bothered with that. The number of times I've typed in chat before now saying something is vaulted, something is valuable, and just everyone else in the chat seems to just ignore what I've said. I gave up on doing that. I just gave up on it. Okay, fair enough, Raynuva. Again, I've never read anything about it, so that's interesting if true. Alright, we've lost Brofist, and we're down to what will be 2 random slots, so I'm going to remake. Dogs Conkers, you're still welcome to be in. But we're going to do a remake, invite some more people in. Oh, got disconnected. Okay, Brofist actually still wants to be here. Brofist, Dogs Conkers, there you go. We've got one space open as well. So if anyone else on PC would like to join in, you're absolutely welcome to do so. And we'll keep cracking out some more relics. That's what I'm saying in this game. Like, if it is true, and I've got no reason to say otherwise at the moment because I've not tested it, but if it is true, then that's something worth exploring. If, however, it's not true, then it's another old wives' tale, and these happen frequently as well. So that's why I'm not like jumping up and down about it without anything to validate it, to prove it. Hard to say. Unfortunately, it's one of those things as well where the proof would require multiple positives to get to the point where it's likely to be true. Without DE confirmation, you can't prove that without having a negative to say, oh, well, it's wrong. And Nikaru has just decided it's random loadout time. So goodbye, Equinox. Goodbye, Envoy. Hello. Revenant Panthera Axamati Grand Prime. Okay. Revenant Grand Prime. I can do that. I can absolutely do that. Kill me a Grammy. Talked about all over speedrunning boards. Okay, fair enough. Never heard of it myself. Fair enough. This as a build, this'll do. It's fine. Don't need to do anything major with that. Has the Panthera got a build on it? It should do these days. Well, it's got mods on it. I don't know if I'd call that a build. Just upgrade that. It's got mods. You see the cur? He's saying if you capture the target in under 15 seconds. So that's the thing to test there. If you got any evidence on that line there, Radio Bird, save it all. If you want to pop that into the Discord, that's always a place for discussion pieces like that, where you need some evidence to back it up. So yeah, pop it down in the Discord. Interesting to see on that. I mean, the cur, do you have proof that it's not the 15-second rule? It's all well and good saying you think it's just random, but do you have proof? You don't have screen capture though? You have a screenshot. In game, you press F6, it's a screenshot. So you have your mission window open by holding down tab. Whilst you got your capture target down, you press your F6 to show that it switched over to being a capture. Sorry, to an exterminate. You don't improve for everything? You do on this channel, yeah. Yeah, on this channel, like, we solve practical problems. If you come here and make a claim, back it up. Especially if you are countering someone else's claim. Someone else comes in here and says, this thing is true. Then you have to back up what your counter is. Your counter is, no, I think it's random. Okay, why do you think it's that?
You are here on a capture mission.
Do you think it's that because you just feel it? Alright, cool. Keep that to yourself.
Extract our target.
Seriously. If that sounds rude at all, because I'm coming across rather bluntly for a reason, it's because too many people will quite happily just say what they think is true and stick to it without going, well, I thought of something. Someone says otherwise, so let's find out what the truth is. That's a difference.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate
If you cap after 15 seconds, it's random.
part is done here. 10 out.
Potentially 2%. Sounds like a throwing out number, but okay. Under 15 seconds and 100%. Okay. It's a speedrunning wall. Alright. Yep, never heard of it, but two of you saying the same thing. Appeal to the masses fallacy right there. Appeal to popularity. More that I know Evie's credentials as being a very experienced individual. Hello VR Gamer, how's it going today? We are cracking a bunch of relics if you hadn't guessed it. Getting ourselves some plat and we're doing well on that so far. Always preface stuff like that with I think. I mean, even then, I think still gives the implication of having a reason to believe a thing if you are saying it in response to someone else saying I think, or this is. Like, the tone of the conversation at that point has been set at, this is a fact, I have experienced it, by the other person you were replying to, effectively. So when you respond with I think there, whilst you are saying I do not know this with certainty, whilst you are not outright claiming this is how it works, you're still saying, well, in response to your topic where you said this is how it works, I think it works some way or other. There's still the request then for, okay, why do you think that? What do you have to back that up? Soma Prime Receiver, 18 plat, don't mind if I do. You're saying, well, if proof is a sheet of statistics, I don't have it. But I spent time testing it, saw the difference in fast or slow caps. Alright, Kurt, so, like, very simply, all we'd need for that kind of proof is someone to show a 14-second mission timer pointing to extraction in a capture mission. You get that, that completely disqualifies the point. It's one of those things where the suggestion can be proven against with a single screenshot, but can't be proven true without beating the odds, as it were. And it's very often, I will have people claiming things in YouTube comments, I've had Twitter DMs, there'll be Discord posts, people saying, well, I think this works, can you test it? Like, no. No, go prove to me that you have reason to believe it works that way, and I'll look into it afterwards. Where people are like, oh, well, actually, I think the Ash thing works on the Kuva Liches. I think the Nyx thing works on the Kuva Liches. It should strip their armor. Like, okay, well, go and show me that you've done it. Because I did my testing. Go and do it. The biggest burden of proof is on the person making a claim. If you make a counterclaim, you now also step up to the burden of proof. It goes both ways. If neither person has proof, I'm just going to say, okay, cool, people just had an idea. Have your ideas. That's fine. Doc says, say, if you scratch your left armpit with your right knee... Okay, I'm good. I see where you're going. Somewhere. Somewhere silly. I'm just... No. Alrighty, let's have a bit more of that capture. Let's go to a different capture. Let's go to the Phobos one. That one's a little bit less oppressive of a tile set, isn't it? I still have no Radiant Relics here. Okay, well, I can make some. I could go Nyx. Nyx right now. I've got to have a Mesa in here somewhere. Something valuable. Ooh, Limbo. Limbo should be a good one, right? Yeah. Oh, even better, it's the Limbo Chroma. Ooh. 2 chances at vaulted frames. I love it. Well, it's good you're testing it, Nesgamer. Thank you. And one of my biggest pet peeves just overall is just individuals who will make a claim and then sit on that claim. Like, prove me wrong. I hate that. Or what people who will make a claim and then when met with counter evidence still claim that they are correct even though they have not addressed the counter evidence. And you'll see this everywhere. Not just in games, you'll see it in literally every corner of the world. And I just don't want to deal with that.
Find them and capture them.
It's not worth my time, it's not worth your time as individuals either. Unfortunately, there is not a mute button in real life, so when I encounter people like that there, it's just pain. But yeah. That's fine, Rainuva. That's absolutely fine. It just means as a claim, I have to take it with a pinch of salt, because if there's not anything concrete I can look at, and certainly I've never heard of anything about it before, it just kind of sits there. Bloody nullifiers. That's an interesting hypothesis, Rainu, but I couldn't comment on that. Palmer Farmer, sorry, bit of a paragraph. Sorry, was in the middle of a key part of Witcher 2, didn't respond earlier. When it comes to watching streams on Twitch or YouTube, I find Twitch easier to use for me personally. I find streams, and I'm able to see what of my followed streams are live. Okay. So out of curiosity, guys, have you ever followed someone on YouTube and found they were live when you couldn't see they were live on YouTube itself? So like, you've seen a Discord post saying, hey, I'm live, or a Twitter post or something like that, or you just know their schedule, you know they're supposed to be live. But on the YouTube home screen, there was no indication they were live. Ooh, wow. Corinth Prime stock, less than 10 plat. This one, 14 plat. 14.6 average. Later on Prime stock is actually worth more than the Corinth in plat. Man. I'm glad you liked it then on Fat Pillow. That is another win for Warframe info right there. I practically owe them some plat at this point. No, I don't. I made a video for them. They can be satisfied with that. Yeah, that's fine, Evie. Alright, I'm done with Revenant. Revenant's slow for these kinds of missions. Let's get back to speed. Or at least some more mobility options. Wukong. And a suitable weapon. The Blapper 9000. There we go, that'll do. Don't care about the rest of the loadout. Just give me Wukong and the Blapper. We're good. Wukong and the Blapper. And we're all good. I'm just going to bring a random relic now. We can have the... I need more formal blueprints. Let's do this one. There we go. What MR am I? I am MR 30. Speaking of, I've not done a relay blessing today. Do we want a relay blessing after this run? I can go drop one down on the Lorunda relay in a bit. Radiant, exceptional, intact, intact. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, atmospheric guns are different from space arch guns for reasons. Bit weird on that, Alan Aetheric. Yeet Loki Prime? Yeah, sure, we can use the Yeet Loki Prime next. And we can put that as the relay statue as well.
You are here to find our target and bring them
Fla. 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 Let's see. I mean, I started the capture at 14 seconds.
excellent work.
So starting the capture at 15 doesn't trigger it.
Part is done here, Tenno.
Starting the capture under 15 doesn't trigger it. Completing it before 15 may still do it. We have that to test still. That is still to be tested. Rather convenient we happen to have that ability to test right then. I mean, this game, if you've got even a single screenshot of it, of the what's it, extraction symbol and the timer showing, if you do the tab, you can't get the extraction symbol, can you? How can you do that? Does the mission results show it? That's no, it doesn't show anything that way. Ah, you can't screenshot. It'd have to be a recording then. It'd have to be a screen recording to show the mission timer under 15 seconds and extraction symbol has appeared. If you can get both of those, then yeah, bam, done. Hit my head a bit there. No, don't block me with another fire, that's cheating. There we go. Alright, Evie, keep at it. Ah, still can't confirm about the animation. Alright, I see, I see. Oh, now this is a tough one. The Galatine Prime Blade is worth more. It's only worth 5 platinum. I'm actually going to go for the Titania piece, because 45 ducats is actually worth more to me than trying to sell a 5 platinum item where I'm probably not going to get the full Galatine set. But yeah, the 45 ducat is worth more to me there, because I know my trading habits, but technically the Galatine was better. Another True Prime, we are talking about speedrun gates, I suppose, so we can certainly have a look there. Let's retry that Fisher and see if we can get more info. Still open, so that's good. I'll just grab the random relic, I don't care. Let's see if we can get a full capture under 15, which is going to be very hard, by the way. That's going to be very hard. Titania easy? I mean, not if I bump into all the terrain. I'm more used to Wukong's flight, which is why I'm using him. If someone here wants to run a Titania and successfully beat me to the punch, that'd be great. I know, so we have got a couple of Titanias as well. I'm just going to see if I can get this and get the big old blappage in. Yeah, Titania is objectively faster, but bouncing on the walls. Getting there in 9 seconds is a push. Yeah, no disputing that.
You are here to find our target and bring
It's
them
about
to
200
destruction.
meters. I don't know if I can clear that distance in time. 10 seconds? Okay, I did that very freaking quick, didn't I?
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the
Looked to
captive
me
by
like I
face.
just about got that under there. It's hard to say for certain because that was as fast as I could get it. That was very, very close if it wasn't on it. That was very, very close. I wish I could say for certain, but I was spamming between the select and back there to see if that did it. So that I can check the replay. And if it shows a confirmed 14 seconds, then I'm calling it. If one of you guys want to check the clip, go right ahead. You got the data there to check. Like I said, I'm familiar with Wukong. You corrupted? He's corrupted. There we go, got my reactant.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
There we are. Ah, dear. I was going to say, keep game runs like that where it ends at the start of 15. Yeah. Because 15 is probably like 15.1, 15.2, etc. Bang on 15 seconds? Ugh, come on. That's taunting us right there. Bang on 15 seconds? Come on. When we're trying to test under 15, to get 15 is an insult. I mean, if the timer doesn't start from the mission timer, then we have no way of properly measuring the claim. Quite frankly, because then it's a hidden timer start. I'm not going to that extreme. In fact, if it's an even shorter time than we're already doing, I'd be curious as to how the fuck it's even possible to be worth such a claim. You haven't recorded? See if I can clip it out. Go for it, NesGamer. That'd be great. When does the mission timer start? Good question. Pretty sure it's on once the cutscene is skipped. But I might be wrong there. We can check as soon as we drop in to see what does the mission timer say. I'll check that as soon as we appear. Because if it includes a fly-in screen, I mean, good luck getting past that in time. Some people don't even skip fast enough. I'll try and spam past it. See what we get. 0, 1, something else.
Another
We'll see in just a moment.
satisfied customer.
Wait for that to go. 2 seconds. Yep, includes the flying time. Okay.
Enemy operations is here. Find them.
That started at 2, not 0, so it definitely includes the visual fly-in. So we're not going to do the timer on this because too late. So you have to skip that very, very quickly then. That's part of the mission time.
Mission complete.
Kind of odd that it includes that.
Extraction point. Well done.
These speedrunners ain't messing around, are they? Are you gonna mess around? Where's my reactant? Ah, there it is. Well, one is.
Another satisfied customer.
Reactant. What? More corrupteds, please. There you are. There's some more. Wait for the reload. Can't bother to do any other way. Flap! Down in the middle of 2 bubbles, kill them anyway. Great feeling. There's reactant, we're all good. Let's get out.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's
I know there's probably going to be more spawning ahead, but I've had enough capture missions where they end up just giving me 9. I'm like, no, don't force me to go back. I just ain't dealing with that today. Alrighty, Paris Prime is worth 4.2, it's worth 3.7, but it's also vaulted 45 and it can help me sell an Atlas set, so I'm going to go for that one, that's the better choice. You were saying the scanner thing is weird, it resets the scanner charges beyond 95, so we get to 95 scans, it resets to 90. Ah, well that's a bit of a problem, isn't it, Evie? I think your only way around that then is to just kind of, you know, track it. Happy to admit wrong on scanners. Fair do. There we are. It's another urban myth or old wives' tale, the equivalent in Warframe. Another Ostron oddity. There we go. I've chosen that's the name for it. Urban myth in Warframe is an Ostron oddity. Alright, now, someone earlier requested a Yeet Loki, and that someone was Beardface. Let's go grab Loki Prime and
Another
go Yeet
satisfied
Loki.
customer.
There's the Prime. There's the Yeet. Let's go do it. It's not the most powerful of Yeets, but it's a good enough Yeet. It'll give us enough Yeet. You Maxi Samara standing? Well, that's something nice. I'm just going to bring a G2. Why not? Why not? Okay, Nes Gamer, that's good to have. If you got the video of that, make sure you've got yourself approved on the Discord, which you can do yourself just by going to the welcome channel and finding the information there. Once you got that approved, you should be able to post that into Warframe main, or if you'd rather, you can just DM me the YouTube link of your video if you've uploaded it. But yeah, if you got a video confirmation on that, that's perfect. Pop it either Warframe main or just DM it me on Discord.
You are here to
That'd be absolutely great.
and bring them to the extraction
Yeet!
point. Happy hunting.
Not the fastest, 16 seconds, so that's pretty terrible, but yeah.
Mission complete.
I got the Yeets in,
Has been escorted to the extraction.
as requested. I went fast. You wanted Yeet, I give ya Yeet. Oh, they're alive still. It's maximum Yeet because I got a Yeet weapon too. There we go, I'm good to leave.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission.
Exit is over that way. No! Don't bounce on the doorway. Oh, I've run out of headshot juice. I need a headshot. That counted. No! Damn it, I nearly beat the Wukong. I just overrolled that last bit. Oh, Nami Skylar for 16, nearly 17 plat. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. That's a shiny piece right there. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, those are good points there, Aetheric, absolutely. There's a lot of good tips there for anyone looking to use Titania a bit better. There you are, Beard. One Yeet Loki, throwing himself around a corpus ship as fast as possible. I hope that satisfies your Yeet needs. And was getting itchy nose. Always get that. Alright, let's see. Limbo chassis? Why not? Oh yeah, it's the Limbo Chroma one again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now we have got time for a few more Relic missions, guys. So if you haven't yet got in on today's Platinum giveaway, make sure you do redeem that option by hitting the channel point option, this blue spanner at the bottom of your chat window. It's 100 spanners, so if you've been here for like, what, quarter of an hour, slightly more than that, you can absolutely enter. Warframe main, absolutely Nerds Gamer. Yep, that's the right place. Warframe main, so long as you've put through the requirement to be able to post links. Yeah, onto the Kengineer Discord, specifically Warframe main. Obviously, if you put it in someone else's Discord, I'm not going to see it.
You are here on a capture
Oh, I'm not going to get 14 seconds on this one. That's for certain. Wasn't even properly paying attention, so I'm just going to hop there. Why not? Even got caught in terrain. That was a shambles. That was an absolute bloody shambles. 23? Ugh. Speedrunners are shaking their heads in dismay at that one. I need that reactant. I need all that reactant. Why is it all behind me? God damn it. The enemy's just waiting until I've gone past to spawn. Got something against Monkey. There we go, let's get out of here.
That's it. You opened the
Speed!
relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
He may not be the fastest, but he is the easiest for me to use. Just flat. Just flat. And that is still satisfying. I don't think I ever will get fully tired of explosive weaponry. Like, I will use other stuff from time to time, including obviously the best primary in the game, the Foreman, but yeah. Just the sheer explosive power is too good to ignore at times. I'll take the Galatine Prime Blade, because the rest of these here are actually pretty bad. Lex Prime is only 25 ducats, so it's still not worth going for that either. The full set of that sells very badly. I was going to say they did it on Epic, no Fisher. Fair do. Fair do. Just what else we got? Let's go in here. Let me just grab that. Got the timer. Yeah, it's clear enough to read. You say it's a bit blurry. That's honestly clear. Yeah, no, that's perfect. This game has got it there. Under 15 seconds, confirmed on the screen there, and it goes straight to extraction. That confirms it. Can we see it? Yeah. Yeah, let me bring this up onto stream here for you. Let's see if I can do this away without giving away anything else I got on my screen. Switching over to there. Here we go. So it's going to be a bit zoomed out. Can I zoom this in any? I can zoom in a little bit. So it's coming through very blurry on this because I've just getting the zoom here, but that gets to 14 seconds. It's definitely a capture, and we go to extraction. And yeah, it is on the Discord as well in the Warframe main channel. So if you're not already on the Discord, go and give that a check. It's probably a little bit clearer to see there. But that is, without a doubt, confirmation, as far as I'm concerned. Unless you decide that the mission timer doesn't apply, that's confirmation. I'll take it as that. That's a win right there. This gamer, you're putting in some serious effort on that one. There you are. There's gamer. You've earned that. Have it. I am in a full support of that research you just done there. Alright, what we got? We got time for one more of these. Let's do one more and then we'll do the plat raffle. Let's go for this.
Another satisfied customer.
I was thinking along the same line there, Nes Game. Absolutely, yeah. And the fact you took the time to properly test it and bring up the proof, mate, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, that's I'm going to assume, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to assume, Nes Gamer, you'd be absolutely fine with that being shared with anyone else who needs the proof of how it works. Alright, let's grab this. You don't need to go speeding off anymore. Because I feel like if there's any speedrunners who need that confirmation, that's perfect right there. Unless they find a reason to disbelieve it. Cool.
Mission
I'm going to add that to my little list of Warframe myths. Now, there may be a chance connected to it, and it may be that it gets close to 100% when you're at such a short time, but you've shown it's not 100%. So without DE confirmation, it is impossible to know the actual percentage, if indeed there is a variable percentage. At this point, Rainova, the Fisher modifiers will be a separate thing, absolutely. There may be a Fisher modifier that makes it 100% for Fishers only. But at that point, it would be necessary for you to show considerable evidence of it. And I would recommend, in total honesty and openness about it, if you find any evidence against your claim there, to submit that as well to the Discord. It's the best way to establish integrity in any scientific community, and we're establishing a Warframe scientific community here. The best way to show credibility is to show when it goes either way. Hey, Boltor Prime Barrel. Nice. 7 plat. A little bit extra on top. I'll take it. I look forward to the video, Rainova. It could be that it's a Fisher-specific thing, and that could be related to DE's reluctance to allow players to farm too many prime parts in a given amount of time. That is actually a thing, as given by the fact that they have never made it where you can open up more than one relic at once for an individual, or get more than one prime part at once as an individual. So DE are definitely hesitant there, and preventing super capture speedruns could be a thing. But for outside of Fishers, we got the proof. Let's game and done it. Alright, and I think that actually wraps us up very nicely at the end of such a story of information. GG's all round. We've had some very, very nice loot drops today. So, Beard, Brofist, Dogs Conquered, thank you very much for joining in. GG's all round. It has been a wonderful one. And that means it is now time for us to do the Black Raffle. Just gonna pop us into solo mode here so I don't get abducted by Beard. He's not abducted me in a very long time, that's because I don't let him. So yeah, it's time for us to have a look at doing the Black Raffle. Let me just bring up the spinner because apparently I didn't preload that one. That's on me. Where is it? There it is. So if you've not yet got yourself in for the Black Raffle, well, tough titties, I'm about to close it. Last tickets should already be in there because I've given you plenty enough warning, and if you don't already know about it, you're clearly not on this channel enough to earn it anyway. So I've just closed the entries. Let's see who is in it to win it. Where is my list of names? It is over here. Raffles. 17th of October. There's all my names. From the top of St. Helios all the way down to NRE, the very last one in. Oh no, Bit. I'm avoiding it. I make sure not to. After I got abducted, I think it was Time Reaper who wisened me up to the abductions you guys would like to do. Anyway, we have got 45 people in it to win it today. 45 people, so our entire list is this one here up on stream now. There we go. Anyone could be the winner. I'm just going to give that a few shuffles, because why not? I like hitting the shuffle button. It feels like it makes a difference. It doesn't really, but it's like shaking up some dice to roll out, you know. And the winner today is gonna be Sheen. Sheen Geoenergy. My word. I mean, you saw how many times I random that, so there we go. Sheen, congratulations. You are today's winner of the Black Raffle. I'm just going to double check and make sure you weren't in one of the most recent ones, because there are rules on that. I'm certain you weren't. Raffles. Recent raffles. I'm almost certain they weren't. No, they weren't. Cool, that's fine. Just because there's a rule you can't win more than one within the same period. And they haven't. So, Sheen, you're the winner. You've already sent me your username before now, and you're here in chat. So I'm going to send you a message on Twitch later, more as a formality of record, so that you know that's happening. But absolutely, congratulations, my dude. The plat will be coming your way in the very near future. To everyone else, though, here on Twitch, thank you very much for joining in for what has been a very pleasant stream. We've done some testing. We murdered the hell out of that lich, and that was fun. And we got ourselves a hell of a lot of plant-worthy items, so that's going to be very nice for me to sell over the next few days. I'll see you all on the upcoming stream on Wednesday, which will be, of course, here on Twitch once again. And if there's any more news in terms of which platform we're streaming on, well, you'll get that news loud and clear here on Twitch, on the Discord, on YouTube, hell, even on Twitter as and when it happens. So if you're curious about are there any changes until you hear otherwise, no. There are no changes until I say otherwise. Don't you worry about it. Now, we need to find someone to give a raid on over to. Who are we raiding today, eh? Who are we raiding today? Let's just put us on the intermission screen. You're just right under there, Kieran? Ah, sometimes it's the way it goes. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. Let's see. Who have we got we could raid on over to? I'm just going to lean around my microphone here because I've got it on my second screen or in front of it. We could go to... Twitch is recommending me Jamie Voiceovers, Lion Zeta, Neo Ness, Warframe Made Easy, Stoosh, Birkin J. Birkin J raided me the other day. Let me see if they're still streaming, if they're not wrapping up, because they did raid me the other day, and it's only fair, I think. You know what? Yep, they're currently going, and also they're raising money for the quest to conquer cancer. So, you know what? That's perfect. We're going to go over to him. We're going to go over to him. So that is Birkin J. Raid is active. There we go, guys. Let's go show him some love. Let's show him the science side of Warframe and how we are an amazing community. That's all from me now, guys. Thank you very much for joining in, and I will see you in the future. Bye-bye.